Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. That one was just total garbage. Well, I don't see a link for the live stream. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Looks like we're live. Let me see if I can bring the chat up so I know people are in here. Right up to guest, blah, blah, blah. Design. Something's new there. Oh, chat. Okay. Shani says we're live. Cool. All right. Let me get this the live chat link. Of course, now everything's moving slow because I'm frustrated. Feel like I'm leaving one out. All right, folks. Yeah. Wow. That Streamlabs. I can see. I've heard some horrific things about Streamlabs. Now I understand why. Sometimes you have to test stuff out because a lot of times it works for one person, doesn't work for another. So, welcome in, Serena, Shawnee, God's Desire for Me, Duncan 1900, Homestead. Yeah, that other one just didn't work. So, we are back on Restream. At least it's got a user friendly interface. Um, whereas Streamlabs just looked so barren. What you get when you cross a hummingbird with a doorbell? A humdinger. Captions. Interesting. Okay. So every time I click one of those buttons over there, it closes the chat. So, okay. Okay, well, whatever. Yep. just trying different streaming services because StreamYard's gonna try to force us to pay $44 or whatever it is for their service. And I'm gonna have to go with free stuff because it's not in my budget. Nope. I did pay for StreamYard a while back, so it was it just got to the point where you're like, well, do I pay for a streaming service or do I put a little extra money in my pocket? And I just put a little extra money in my pocket and not pay for StreamYard. And I'm still not gonna pay for any streaming service. I'm damn sure I could mess around with a stupid StreamLabs. As you all could see, that was a mess. Yeah. Hey, if I was making big bucks from YouTube, then I wouldn't care if I was you what service I paid for. But yeah, that's not the case. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, well, the new links have been sent out. If I left anyone out, um, didn't mean to. Let's see here. No, it just total just garbage this thing is. Look at this. I mean, this is what the interface looked like from my side. Um, the camera's still a bit trashy on this one. It still looks like 640 and not 720. 720 is really not very good um, resolution for a camera either. This one's all grainy and it just looked like death warmed over. Yeah, I'm bitter tonight. Can't help it. Things just you get down to the wire and everything goes haywire on you, and it's like, yeah. So, welcome in, Angel Krause. How you doing? Andrews Northwest Coins. Beth Schuler. Yeah, EV Mux. Yeah, no, I've not looked into that yet, so that's one I haven't really messed with. And now I kind of wish that I just grabbed somebody aside and said, "Hey, let's test the Streamlabs out real quick." But I don't see that would have made any difference. I think we both would have been like, "This is a joke." Seems like I like the live chat better off the YouTube side. So I do have a complaint. Oh, wait a minute. The chat. What could go wrong? Usually will go wrong. Okay, let's see what. Okay, so now the chat is just like it is on YouTube. So, Shawnee, I've got, I don't know if maybe they fixed it. So in Restream right now, I'm comparing the two side by side. I'm actually getting the chat is the same as if you were looking on YouTube chat. So they fixed it, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's working anyway. Hmm. Um, no, temporal. It just and it would be cool if YouTube would just design something that works as well as StreamYard does, but make it free. And if, of course, you want to add more guests to your panel, then offer that at a fair price, or make it part of your stream, part of your YouTube. Oh, what is that? What's that paid version of YouTube? YouTube. Anyway, you know what I'm getting at. So welcome in temporal transmissions. You doing all right? I'm losing faith in these streaming services. So this one's okay. It does say it's at 720p. So I'd say that's probably what this laptop camera is anyway. Kind of afraid to try the other camera. Kind of car do our feline friends drive? A Cadillac. I wish they'd drive one. Yeah, I wish they'd go around the block until I'm done with the live stream. Yeah, YouTube Premium. Yeah. I won't pay for premium either. I, I'm on a budget. I'm keeping my budget as tight as I possibly can. So these services are, I get a bit of a discount on Prime, Amazon Prime. Just that's the only account that I haven't screwed around with. So I'm gonna keep it that way. Uh, I mean, I use all the services that Amazon has to offer, but it's nice to know that they are there and you can use them whenever you want to because you've already paid for them. Yeah, I've heard that, and that's cool and all. My phone doesn't get hot like a lot of people say about they say their mobile phones will get hot, and streaming to YouTube, but only two people. I mean, that's kind of I could understand why YouTube limits it to two people, but a lot of times we'll have 4 or 5 people up here besides myself. So it'd be okay if it was just two people and doing a presentation or something like that. But I think that just the casual chats like we have on Sundays and Wednesdays. It's just, a lot of us are used to using something like StreamYard. So that seems to be the buzz. I mean, everybody's expressing their disappointment, and they're doing like I'm doing, just trying to find something that works and won't break the bank. So, and I've been hard at it today. And my kids went through all my kids' stuff that they kind of just tossed in boxes, and so I reboxed everything. About half done with that. What's the buzz? The buzz? Do I have a buzz? What's going on, Shawnee? Oh, I thought maybe I had was having audio issues, and yeah, okay. For the most part, I kept at it. I don't know what I said, Shawnee. I don't. I keep. My brain went on vacation as soon as I hit that go live button with Streamlabs. So it's lost in the ether somewhere. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I just made a mistake and made eye contact with the cat. So they're probably gonna jump up here in a minute. Speaking of buzz, I was gonna trim this, and it turns out my clippers don't want to cut. I don't want to cut the beard, so I'm probably gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Excuse me, sir. There's a live broadcast going on right here. Thank you. I got a bleep. There's a bleep.
Bleep bleep.
Oh, that's not a bleep. That's a person.
Hi.
Hey, Shawnee Gross. How you doing?
I gotta figure out the pop out. There's pop out chat. Moving over here. Let me get set up here.
Yeah.
Um, live chat. Okay. All right. How am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't give short answers, so I,
Well, we wouldn't
you
have
know,
any content if you gave a short answer to everything. I'd be
oh,
like, and then?
yeah. My cord just got loose. Is that better? I had a day where we did not go anywhere. We did not load up and drive on a field trip. We didn't go on an adventure. We why is this looking like this?
Looking
Stayed
like what?
home. My monitor has green lines across the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold on. My kids were like, "What do you mean we're not?" Okay, it's better now. The cord was loose. My kids were like, "What? What do you mean we're not going anywhere?" I said, "We're just gonna have a home day." So everybody found stuff to do. Everybody stayed busy. I worked on YouTube stuff, and I made a beef roast with roasted potatoes, carrots, and then I warmed up some corn from the corn farm and some peas from a garden, like last year's garden. It was in the freezer still. And we just had like a really big lunch and snacked the rest of the day.
Right on.
I didn't
Right.
do any other projects. I brought a project to do on camera if we get bored.
That could happen.
I always, Serena, I'm going to write this in chat as well as say it. I plant my garlic after there's frost because I don't want the garlic to waste its energy and sprout because it's too warm outside and it thinks it's time to grow.
Ah, you reminded me of something, Serena. So there's a tractor tire down at the other place, and it was used as a garden. Middle's been filled with dirt and sand, and I'm pretty sure it's got a plastic liner of some sort. And so you know, um, Randall came over and he mowed and he weeded around, the property and made it look really nice. And I went around that tire and I said, smells like onion. So apparently those kids that lived down there had planted onions and they were growing, but they were only about that big. I mean, that's late in the season. I didn't think they were going to do anything anyway. So um, they could have been bigger, but I don't think the soil was very good. But I was pulling, you know, onions out that were like so big.
Okay,
And it's
I'm
like,
going to go grab a show and tell. Hold on.
okay. So in the future, I'm probably going to fix that soil in that tire. Um, it's probably going to be flowers just for color in the yard, not anything fantastic. If Gear was here, he would hear me say marigolds. So if I say marigolds, 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 maybe he'll show up. So yeah, or an herb garden. That's a good idea too, Angel. Yeah.
Which one did it look like closer to for the shape? Was it more bulby or more sticky? The
It's more
onion you
more
found.
bulb.
It
Yeah.
was bulby? Okay, cool.
Long
Just
tubular green
yeah.
tops to it.
Oh, I wonder. Have you ever seen a walking onion before?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was that? Why?
Mm. Could have been.
Because it didn't have the stuff on the top yet,
Right.
the walking part. Because I
Right.
have those too. I should have grabbed those. I could have showed that. Because those, when you pull those out of the ground, it is more like this as an onion.
Like a tear shape, yeah. Plant mine early to
Oh, Mike.
establish roots. Hey Mike, how you doing?
Well, that's interesting because you're also in Minnesota. You plant the ones you planted after frost rotted. Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, I've always plant like Halloween. I plant the week of Halloween. Plant half now, half later, Serena. Just risk it.
Yeah. Be creative or challenge yourself. Yeah.
Is a herb garden something that you would use? Would you enjoy one? If you had one that was well established?
Probably. Yeah, probably because it's something I'm always forgetting to pick up at the store.
Oh,
It's like,
well,
what
yeah.
am I going to season this with? Because salt and pepper is just boring.
Yeah.
And I find myself doing that a lot. And then I'm like, oh, you dumbass. Why didn't you put it on the list? You know,
Lists are tough.
Oh, see, Duncan's saying, be careful using tires. I used to plant in tractor tires till I had to move one. Took all the dirt out and found over 100 snake eggs in the tire. Yeah, well, I do. Can you hold down for a second, please?
Oh, okay. Hey,
Take
yeah.
care of this. Something's wrong here.
Okay, we left off with be careful using tires, I believe. And then Mike was talking about, is Serena in a warm climate? And I think she is in a warmer climate than Minnesota, but I don't remember which state she's in. I do remember her saying she obtained a bunch of um, garlic, and I think it's hardneck. Duncan 1900 Homestead says, Shawnee, I was going to ask if you wanted some walking onions. I have walking onions. I was given some from a lovely family at the farmer's market. It was either last year or the year before. And I just keep replanting them. I actually have some in my windowsill that I need to take to the offsite garden. I did plant 2 rows over there already. Um, so I don't need any. They are very easy to grow. Everyone should grow some walking onions in their yard because they take care of themselves. It produces a smaller onion bulb at the bottom, and then it shoots up green stalk that you could chop like a chive, and then it does make, I could go get it. It's this like little cluster of little bulbs that fall to the ground and then it replants itself. So you would break apart those bulbs and plant them as singular if you wanted to do that. Oh, well, now we got to show Angel the walking onions. I might have to go out in the garden and I think I have one. Chives, yeah, like the green grass looking herb that you chop up and you put on potatoes or eggs. We have those growing too. Hardneck, Mike's Cat at Gardening says hardneck needs a bit chill time. Yeah, I only plant hardneck. So Mike, have you grown softneck? Because I don't know how to grow that. The hardneck, as far as I know, we plant it in October, November, and then we harvest it in July. It has to go like our whole winter. Where softneck, do you plant that in like April then? After the snow melts, which sometimes takes till May. And then he said, I love walking onions. Mike's Cat Gardening, my year 2 walking onion bulbs were huge. Oh, that's so cool. Now, I found that the walking onion base doesn't store. Like, I had put it to dry like you do with a regular onion and it went mushy. So I'm assuming you need to use it right away or keep it in the fridge. Yeah, just hardneck in Minnesota. That's what I thought. Don't even try growing the other kind. I'll run out and grab walking onions when Barry gets back, so we aren't sitting with two avatars on screen. I'd share a page, but he'd have to bring it up. So a lot of people haven't heard of Egyptian walking onions, I think is the actual name, and some people call them Valhalla onions, like Viking, because they're just hardy and they take care of themselves like a Viking. Mike's Cat at Gardening, I dehydrated mine for powder. Oh, fancy. I have a smart oven that does have the dehydrate feature that I did try a couple times with strawberries, and it just comes with one tray. So I would need to order trays for that if I wanted to run that effectively. But honestly, I'd rather just buy a nice. Oh, there was two kinds. Where's my phone? One was called Excalibur, and the other one was a different dehydrator. I can't remember the name for it, but it was a nice one that has metal racks and you don't have to rotate them. It has a full fan. You don't have to like flip the trays like a plastic one. Duncan 1900 Homestead. The flat chives are garlic chives. The rounded mini onion looking chives are onion chives. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell by smell. So it's nice that you identified the leaf difference, the flat ones versus the rounded when you're looking at it. The chives, if you let them grow Like, you can cut them and they grow again, cut and come again, and at one point, they'll put off a flower stalk and, like, a purple bulb at the top, purple flower at the top, and it'll have little seeds in it, and then it spreads itself. It takes care of itself as well. Excalibur is what you want, Mike. I should wonder if I could do this quickly. That one definitely I want. What was it called? 9 tray, right? 9 tray Excalibur dehydrator. I have like a list. I bet you it's in kitchen if I look through this. So what else do you
I'm back.
dehydrate? You're back? Okay. I might run outside to the garden quick.
Uh, don't let the booger man get you.
It is dark out there, so I
Ooh.
don't know. We were talking about dehydrators. We were talking about walking onions. We were talking about garlic and chives. Is everything
Mm.
okay with the cats?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is David Corey with Crop.
David, what are you doing? Walking onions have a high moisture content. Yeah, they totally did spoil fast. So I need to chop them and freeze them next time right away. Because I harvested like an arm's full. I can't find my kitchen supply list. I'll just run out to the garden.
All right. David, how you been today? You been busy? Excuse me. It's pretty nice today, and I think we stayed in the mid to upper 60s, so it's pretty comfortable. Like right now, I don't know, it's starting to get chilly out there. 54 degrees right now. And the last night I was out was actually this morning. Uh, this morning about 4 a.m. trying to capture something in the sky. Meteor shower, and somebody was over here in the woods or something. Someone, I'm not sure which. um, they were rummaging around in like this old fenced-in dog pen, and they were making so much noise. I said, you couldn't be any more obvious, could you? So what made me think it might have been in animals because I know I said that. I got something stuck in the back of my throat. I knew I said that loud enough for whoever it was. Whoever it was or whatever it was would have heard me, but I'm not sure what it was. There's we still got a couple of I don't know, people that can't seem to get a job or anything to support themselves, so they dig up every piece of scrap metal they can, I guess, and 4 o'clock in the morning in the dark. So welcome back.
Okay, so these are smaller than like really established ones. So here's the thing that was in the ground. This is the Egyptian walking onion plant. So you can eat this part. This is like an onion and it has the greenery that you could chop up and eat. And then at the top, when it's mature, it forms this set at the top. And so it gets heavy and it falls to the ground. And then each one of these makes a new walking onion plant. So,
Oh my God.
like, that would all grow together as one. But if you catch it,
Mm-hmm.
then you would separate each bulblet thing and then pointy side up, you would plant them and you would space them out like 4 inches, 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell them. That's the walking onion.
Awesome. Awesome. David asked me if I had bears. Yeah. Matter of fact, we haven't had bears in this valley for a long time, and just what was it, about a month ago? I
Hmm.
told a story about this man heard this ruckus outside. He went outside, and it was late at night, and he finds that there's a bear cub up in a tree. Of course, you see a bear cub, the mama's close by. I live in a valley, pretty wooded valley here, and so we've always had coyotes, we've always had deer, wild turkey. Foxes have just recently showed up, but there was nothing over there. I can't imagine unless the bear just smelled something like residual food where those people kept their dogs over there. But technically, those renters they were renting from my landlord. Evidently, they didn't know that property is not the landlord's. That property is actually up in limbo right now.
Mm.
But I guess I mean I can't remember. I couldn't recall what was left behind. I know the fence. That's a fence that comes up almost midway to your chest. Um, what was it, like 4 foot, something like that? So a dog would have a hard time getting over it. But one end of this pen is open, so I I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know what was out there that they wanted that anybody would want. So maybe it was a bear or something else. But yeah, but that was a long explanation. I could have just said yes, we have bears.
It depends on what he expected as an answer, you know. He maybe wanted a bear story or he just wanted a yes or no. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell when it's writing text versus this, like,
Hmm.
person to person interaction. Okay, Mike, Shawnee, and City Boy. I now see so many critters. I saw a shrew. Yes, a shrew. It comes, eats peanuts I give to the squirrels. Yeah.
How the garden welcome in.
How to
I probably
garden.
should get caught up on people coming in.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead.
I could not be so rude. And I guess I am caught up. Yeah. So I've already said hello to Duncan and
Okay.
David and Mike and Angel. Angel's got a bunch of puppies over there. I hear the bloop. Did you hear that?
I don't get
I
to
see
hear the
you.
bloop.
Oh, you don't get to hear the bloop. Well, I
Who's
heard the
blooping?
bloop, and the bloop brings us a goblin.
Oh,
I'm a blue.
hello,
Bloop.
I'm a
Kentucky
blue.
Goblin.
What's up, neighbor?
We must share your channel.
Why?
Why not?
What do you mean? Why?
Yeah, well said.
You do
You did.
create content.
Didn't shut there.
Yeah. I came on here frustrated because the cats were all up in my face. I was trying to use the Streamlabs, and
Mm-hmm.
Streamlabs turned out to be a POS, and the cats were still on my face.
Well, it don't hurt to try it. I mean, you didn't know until you tried it, so. There you go. Now you know.
Um, I don't know, Glenn. Our deer population. Have you seen any neighbor? I mean, really, just this year it seems
Yeah,
like very sparse.
I've seen a
Yeah.
few. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Crossing the road stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Deer. The other night I drove home, and it was 14 deer total, 4 different sections of my road trip back from the
Uh,
offsite garden. We just got pheasant today. We did not go ourselves to get it. Someone else had it and had it prepared, ready to take home, and so we
mm,
traded and got some pheasant in our freezer now. That the way I like to do that is you brine it and then bake it. Is how I eat
I
pheasant.
guess I gotta do the
that's
other chat.
that's
Crap.
how my aunt done it. Well, I think she's like a great aunt or some nonsense
Yeah,
like that. But yeah,
nonsense.
I miss her. I don't know. Haven't heard anything uh, out of that side of the family in a long time. But
Okay.
we used to go to her farm and we would hunt and we would fish and we would take care of the horses and the cattle and you know and we didn't go to her farm enough for my liking because evidently I was the odd one in the family. Of course, I was adopted, so I wasn't really technically. I wasn't a city boy, was I? I must have been a country boy because I love it out in the country, and I can't stand to be in the city. Yeah, pheasant's pretty good, and
Dark meat. And yeah, it's
yeah,
dark.
it's really really good. And it was a long time ago. I was 13, maybe 12 or 13 years old when I first had pheasant. You're sitting at the table and you see that big spread and everything. Especially, I mean, if you've seen how the country people do their spreads sometimes, especially when they have family over. It's just end to end. There's food, and I didn't think anything of it. And my aunt says, "So do you want pheasant or you just want plain old chicken?" And I said, "I don't want no plain old chicken. I want that pheasant."
Yeah.
And she said, "Are you sure? How about we give you a little bit of each?" I was like, "Okay." And then after that, I was kind of wanting to just like pig out on the pheasant, but wasn't a lot of pheasant there. It was enough for everybody, to enjoy it, but not enough to glutton yourself on it.
Hmm.
But it was good.
Well, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
they're
have
pretty.
to.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm just gonna have to say hello, everybody, because this chat on the other YouTube side is screwy. So,
Yeah, I popped out my YouTube chat and I type in that because this I restream.
well, I
It's the
tried
same.
that, but it's kind of awkward. You have to minimize your.
Do you have 2 monitors?
No, I'm a country boy. What's wrong with
Okay,
you?
that's why it's so
Country.
complicated. You would have to like
Well,
be on your phone, and
well, I don't want to do that.
if you even
What?
want to
You
just
could
throw.
just do the YouTube pop out and put it on the right hand side of the screen so it's out of the way. You'll be able to see.
You like drag it in and minimize it and format it, with your mouse. Do you have a mouse?
No,
No, the
Or is
cat
it
ate it.
it's this oh what's this called on the laptop where the mouse pad thing is? Track
Touchpad.
touchpad. I do not like touchpads. I refuse.
Yeah, mine's garbage.
what
I
are you
also
race?
refuse to use the keyboard on the laptop. I have a separate keyboard.
What's my live stream without some cat butt?
Hey,
Cat butt, courtesy of Dark Paw. Thank you, sir.
we just got the cat butt segment.
I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Tame pheasant? Like people have pheasant in a fenced-in yard and they raised them. Is that what tame means?
There's passing
Yep,
of the
but
Is
glass.
there? I think there's farming. There's places where I don't know how to do this. If you have to get a card and you tell like the DNR, I'm gonna raise 10 pheasant and then I'm gonna release them when they're of age. But they do that around here.
uh, no, this wasn't tame. It no. My aunt probably shot it herself. She wasn't squirmish about any of that kind of stuff. So she was the odd one in the family. But she stuff like that didn't bother her. Uh, prepare a fish that she caught. She didn't think twice about it. Um, you know,
I
wild
wish I
turkey.
liked fish more. I really do. Wish I
Yeah,
could eat it. Haven't figured that out. I don't want to bread it and fry it every time, you know?
yeah, but that gets boring.
Yes.
Baking's pretty good, but there's a delicate balance with the herbs and spices. But once you figure that out to your taste, it'll blow your mind. I mean, I like baked fish, but uh, I don't like cleaning them. Just don't like cleaning them.
I
It's just
figured my chat out now. I am so smart that I'm scaring myself right now.
Oh, fantastic.
I am smart. I'm smarter than the average bear if you give me a chance. That's why most people don't give me a chance because I'm scary when I'm smart. He's smart. He knows things. I'm just gonna cover. I'm gonna minimize the box and I'm gonna cover Shawnee's picture up. So
Do
I
you
can't
put
see
the
it.
gravy and the bacon on the sandwich? Because I wanted to ask how to garden. What's the sauce situation? What are we putting on the sandwich? Is that the thing? Is it gravy, pheasant, bacon? Lemon pepper is good on all things, Duncan. Fish, chicken,
mm,
steak, all the things. Potatoes. I've been eating potatoes
absolutely.
every day, by the way, ever since I saw your sack of potatoes. Every day.
I like just a little bit having all my potatoes dug up. So I gotta get me a new. I gotta use my shovel because my pitchfork bent a prong. So
Oh, what?
I don't have a potato fork.
In it, okay. And you still have half to pick? I remember you said like
Uh,
30 feet or something.
yeah, probably not that far, but it don't take long. I just do a little bit of time. I ain't worried about it.
Yes.
You don't mind me covering your screen up over with my chat box, do you? I'm covering. I'm covering Shawnee's.
Oh, my face? There's
Yeah.
no room anywhere else? Can't skinnyify it? I
Yeah,
don't
but
care.
anything else wouldn't be as
You know
fun.
what I look like?
Anybody else, any other place wouldn't be as fun.
I can't see it. It doesn't affect me.
Oh yes, it does.
Rude.
It affects you. Look at you.
Yeah, Angel loves lemon pepper too.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I love lemon peppers. Mm,
Excuse me, kitty.
that's fun.
He's like, this is what he did when I was trying to set up that stupid StreamLabs. He was just like, "Are you busy, Dad? Look at me. Look at me, Dad." Mm, well, I'm gonna learn how to type with my mind. Is it working?
Excuse me.
Ah, 8 out of 9, 8 out of 10.
I don't know. There wasn't a long duration for it, so I'm not sure what's grade to give
It
that.
wasn't any reverberation in it
Was
either.
it short? Yeah. Had a
Exactly.
nice deepness, but
Well, at least you didn't say it was rude. So
Is that the answer you wanted?
You went through all them, you went through all that list of stuff and didn't even want to say it was rude.
Did you say excuse me?
A little, real light, real low, or very low, because you didn't hear it. Because I had your face covered up with my box, and you can't speak through the thing.
What did you do today, Kentucky Goblin?
Not much.
Hung out, chilled, relaxed.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay, nice. We kind of did that here too. We did not go anywhere, which is different.
Well, I went to church and come back, and then pretty much is about it all day.
Okay.
So that's been my day.
Yeah.
He's been bad. He's spanking himself.
I don't know what's happening over
This
there.
is my back scratcher. I just like hitting
Maybe there's a
myself
bug.
with it. No, I'm hitting myself.
It's a fan.
No, I'm just hitting myself.
You
Is that
can
weird
do
or
that.
something? Is that weird?
Hey, you're not. There's no welts. There's no bleeding. No, you're fine.
Yeah, right.
Be more fun if I could.
It's much worse things we could be doing on here.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh, I touched him. He jumped. Sorry.
You
You don't realize how big a cat is until they stretch out somewhere inconvenient. It's like, let me take up about a quarter of your desk. Because you don't need that space between yourself and the laptop. Oh, well, that stuff's good, Angel. I like it, but I just can't like bring myself to get the whole thing. I need like one of them little ones because I love mint chocolate chip, but it's just the big container is a lot. It's a lot. Now, if it was something like Rocky Road or that peanut butter park from Edie's, yeah, I usually get the normal sized, container of it. But I had vanilla ice cream about an hour before I had set up for live tonight.
I'm just gonna disconnect that chat. I don't need that.
So you're not seeing a little chat option in Restream down the top or bottom right? Colin?
Nope.
Weird.
Nope. That bit Shawnee's not either.
Nope.
No.
So
I'm starting to wonder if it's like a special.
you got to probably it's the pay version probably has it, or maybe not even has it. I mean, this may be how it is. You would think
I
you'd have
was just wondering if maybe I had to give you special privileges to make it.
you would think you'd have a chat box. I mean, free or not, That's weird. Always something difficult. Always.
Radio sound.
No, it's I belch.
Expand. What does that mean? What's that do?
Don't hit that one that says LEAVE. Don't hit that one.
Oh, well, let me see that. Let me try that one.
Hey, go ahead and see what happens. I'm afraid to.
Okay, so I'm looking at like general information. And the only thing I see is live stream quality, high definition, 720p at 30 frames per second. Then my name, participants' names. Guests can control all presentations. Wait a minute. I wonder if that did it. Okay, so
No, maybe it didn't.
nothing changed. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why they're making that just available to the host. That is just stupid. Well, turn chat back on.
I want to change my avatar.
Mike's chaotic guarding is asking Serena which video shows the scroll biting your finger. Or that's not what I was. I just read. Mike's chaotic guarding. What state are you in, Serena? Is what I was trying to say. Wow, is there like a huge like solar storm or something? Because my brain just seems like it's like just walked off and left me. Oh, hi. Well, you might as well join us up here on the table. Go ahead.
I changed my avatar. Ah, ah, ah,
Sonova.
I'm watching my thing. Me. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You do it now, Shawnee.
Nope.
Golly, I don't know what. See, you got the big head. You got the big head. Your channel, you got your own channel now, and you got the big head.
Oh, Barry. South Florida Sunshine wants to know what happened to the other stream.
He wasn't paying attention.
Catch up, Carol.
Where's she at? I don't see her in the chat.
Is Restream slower than the YouTube chat?
I'll see
I'm
you're in
showing
there.
it. I got it set for YouTube chat. Let me go
Well, I
back to
see it in
Restream.
both now, so I don't know.
I don't see her at all. I'm sorry,
What?
Carol.
I do.
What?
I love you, sis, but I don't see your chat.
Hey there, Duncan.
I mean,
You don't see it, Barry? What's wrong? What's wrong there, Barry?
Oklahoma.
You again.
Okay, well, I closed the chat and opened it back up, and now I can see Carol.
Okay.
That would work.
Carol,
Put your
Carol,
glasses
go with my glasses. Carol, that that StreamLabs is total garbage.
Who could we blame for that? We got to blame somebody.
The
So
people that
his
Who-
discrepancy was the 720 video quality looked like 6 something, and he showed what he sees. If you go back, unless you want to show it again,
I'll show it again.
what he can see as the host, he used the words basic, minimal, garbage, I think.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Is
I
that the
believe you're
recap?
spot on. Yeah.
And
No,
they want you to buy that too.
who knows if the paid for version has some miraculous better layout. I don't know anything about layouts as far as a host, so I have no input into that. I just know about being a guest.
I don't know. What it's kind of risky to want to put that kind of money out and it still be crap. You know. I just I don't know. Maybe the cheap version, the free version is the crappy. You know, it gets better. I guess. You know.
I know South Florida Sunshine. Yeah. So I kind of wondered if it was going to be a crapshoot.
Crapshoot. Oh, Barry looks about as good, about as normal as he ever does.
All right. Try to make it bigger. Okay. So there's the chat. And, that's pretty obvious because it's got the YouTube thing logo. Here's your controls. This is STREAMLABS. Okay. So when you log in and you want to stream to your channel, you choose your service, which you have to set up before you decide to create for that day. But you have to do it again when you create that live today. So let's say I'm going to come on at 9:30 like I do. Well, when you do it, when you go in there, you think, oh, I've got it all set up. It's saved. It's showing the little thumbnail on YouTube. Everything's honky dory. It should work when I come in. No, I have to choose again which platform I'm going to stream to. And it starts all over again. So that made 2 streams for tonight. And I went in and I deleted those. And then when I came on, it was just so it's so difficult to use because all these little icons over here, these tiny icons, which is really hard to see on here. All these little icons are your controls. Like you set up your video, your text, your style, design, your schedule. All that's over here. Okay, and then you've got some of the stuff over here too. So like when you want to end the stream, well, okay, that's pretty easy. This share thing and all the other settings were just so it's basic. It's so basic. It's I don't know. I don't know how to any other way to describe it. It was trash. So yep. Garbage. So it said 720p, which is what we're at right now, but it looked like 640. Looked like one of the very first flip phone cameras.
Yeah.
Where they were lucky to see anything at all. Look, it's me and Junior. We're at the prom. Where? That doesn't even look like your high school. Yeah, look back. Can't you see the basketball hoops been pulled up so we don't hit our heads on them? That's my high school. Look, there's Jenny in the background. It doesn't look like Jenny. That looks like our teacher for gym class. Huh? I don't know. It's not a good one. So I think I had heard other people say that they didn't like StreamLabs either.
I guess they won't be doing very hot, will they?
No, GT Junior did restream on the phone. It was wonky. Okay.
So the reason I'm saying that is his settings need to be messed with. So he had it set to where Restream is putting the chat on the screen, which is great when you're watching a replay. Because when you watch a replay, the live chat isn't always available. So you're actually seeing on the video itself the chat popping up. That was beautiful. The thing that I couldn't do was on a phone. I have the video at the top and then the chat box where I type, and then when you put something in, it has that, whatever that's called, the feed, It was putting the YouTube feed as I'm watching on top of the videos, um restream replaying, like it was double chatting. And so if he kept a comment on the screen, like when you highlight a
Mhm.
comment, I could see everything fine as far as the scroll. But when he had it so it was doubling on a phone, I didn't like that. And I asked him if it was, did I spell laptop wrong? Oh, why didn't I spell check that? Yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh, you're human.
Oh,
I
It's
asked him if
okay.
he was doing a vertical live, and he said no, but it looked vertical to me. When you go live on your phone, it's that weird vertical thing.
Yeah, sometimes your phone gets stuck on vertical.
It's hard to find the like button, the chat's different.
Hmm.
It's hard for me to like it.
I put my YouTube chat over on top of the this chat. That way, I chat
Yeah.
on chat.
I see your comment, South Florida Sunshine. Yes.
Sorry, I'm setting. I forgot that with all the aggravation, I forgot to set it to subscriber, so we don't get any
Yeah.
surprise
Mm.
being
Wing.
sausages.
I hope not. He'll be on Barry because he'll be the first one to see it.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'd start laughing like, ah, look at your little Vienna sausage. Ah.
What are you trying to show me there? Is that what you're eating for supper? You want some crackers with that? Hello, Serena.
She
Hello,
likes cheese
Serena.
with that wine.
Hey, Angel.
I don't like that feature because I've hid people in some lives because they're mean as hell and I don't want them knowing where I am.
What do
Weirdos.
you got there, Shawnee?
All
Hand
right.
sanitizer.
We're doing a show and tell
Is that
project online here. We have a nice glass bottle with a rubber base and a spray top. It is empty. I have a bottle of witch
corn
hazel.
liquor? Which are you gonna drink that?
Wow. Wow. So witch hazel comes from this plant here. And this one doesn't have a scent. And so what I'm going to do is make a room refreshener spray. It can go in your curtains, in the air, on your couch, in your bed, in the bathroom. And it's not going to irritate your lungs, and it doesn't have perfume, fragrance, toxins in it. So I just put that much in there.
Oh, you
And
can
now I'm
which
going to make it. What, Randall?
you put just witch hazel.
That was just the witch hazel so far. And then, so for this blend today, we're going to do like a happiness, joyful blend.
Oh,
So I'm going to
goody.
take, this is like mirrored apparently. Sometimes when I show stuff, you can read it, but it looks like it's backwards on this Restream one. So ylang ylang and sweet orange is
Uh,
what I'm going to put in here. And you just kind of, start with 10 drops. And then I'm going to put equal amount to the witch hazel of distilled water,
what
because
you
then it
go?
doesn't, then distilled water, then it doesn't get funky and moldy in there. Is there like a thing in this? So this is the blend I'm going to use today. There it goes. The other blends I like to do, I have sitting over here and I can read them to you. But yeah, you just kind of shake it before you spray it. And I have different themed like blends. So this one's the happiness one. I'm not going to put the distilled water in it right here because,
Girl
there's
don't
like
like
technology and electronics in front of me. So then it'll be done. And I have it set to mist, not spray like a line. The one blend that I like is frankincense, cedarwood, and balsam fir. So it's like the woods in your house, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the last one that I go to, now there's a different one if you're sick. I have one for that too. This
Ooh,
is just like a more of a feminine blend. Tea tree, clary sage, and bergamot is my like feminine blend. So we made a room freshener spray. Thanks, guys,
very
for
cool.
joining me for that.
Very cool.
That's it.
What,
And then
what,
you
what-
That's
spray
it.
it.
did you
I
want
didn't.
her? Did you want her to sell it to you?
No, I was kind of wondering. I was getting into it. I was like, "That's it." It's like watching a TV show or something, and all of a sudden it's over.
Well,
That's
I'd
it.
spray it at you, but then it would damage
Yeah,
all
go
my
ahead.
things.
Go ahead.
So these are plant therapy is who makes these oils. These are not for consumption internally.
I will say not.
And all people have different companies that they choose for their essential oil purchases. This is just what I'm using.
Hmm.
So the witch hazel that I have for my face is a coconut one. I can go get it, but that's a toner. But there is a rose one that was okay. The thieves oil is great.
Well,
Well, she's more than welcome to do it right now.
do not try this at home, kids.
Spray it right at me there, and 'cause I leave it.
And the thing about it is like they could get sprayed with it. Like if I spray it up and it falls, obviously, it's not going to cause them too many damages of like
Too many
compared to
damages.
I didn't say that right. So compared to I don't know if I should say the brand names. You know, like
It's
the
okay.
stores
Go ahead.
version of room freshener sprays, those are bad. This, yes, essential oils, different ones have different effects on children. You need to do your research. You need to be careful. You need to have things diluted. You can't just like do whatever you want. So what I'm saying is you could spray it near the kids and it's not as detrimental to them than the stuff you buy at the store. What was I gonna go get? Oh yeah, the face toner.
I don't know what was it.
Let me just turn my camera on. Yes, Serena Randall is Kentucky Goblin.
There, I made it simple for you.
I thought we had to-
So watch this. Watch. Meow, 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 meow. Where'd my chat box go? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it needs a stay on top option. That way it doesn't disappear when you click on.
Yeah, because my little pop-up box disappeared on me. It's me. It's me. It's Ernest T.
Girl says I like rose glycerin spray as a toner, same brand as my castor oil. Heritage something. I need to order more.
I'm gonna see how many seconds it takes to from the pop-up box on YouTube into the restream. It sounds like how long it takes
About
from.
that much time.
Oh, don't make it difficult. Ooh, I'm gonna type ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seconds. Or it
I've
should
never
go
heard of rose glycerin spray. I'll have to look that up.
1001, 1002.
Oh, where's this is the coconut witch hazel facial toner by Thayer's. That's what I use on my face.
Very
And then
nice.
and then yeah, South Florida Sunshine talked about the tucks. I have those somewhere, but I couldn't find them. Those are really good to have.
It's 1008. 8 seconds.
So then there was a question about something with Serena. Fire cider. Yes, I make fire cider. It's right here. It's still brewing, and then I'll strain it, separate the liquid from the solid, and add honey. And then I'll keep it in the fridge, and you take a shot of it if you're feeling under the weather. Or you add it to hot water and make a tea with more lemon and more ginger and more honey. And I don't have horseradish in mine because I don't like it. 8-second delay between YouTube and Restream?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Unless you was counting in Spanish, then it probably would be a little longer.
Oh, yeah, Serena, he abbreviates Kentucky to KY, which there's a joke there, but
Well, I
that's
know
why it
there.
looks different.
Hold on, let me correct that because
Because she said it looks different, you know.
yeah, because I don't want nobody to get the wrong impression.
It's a little.
Let me just golly.
Hmm. Oh my God! Look at this.
I'm not even gonna put
What do you got?
the Kentucky on there. I'm
Oh,
gonna do that.
And you can't see it, but there's a kitten laying like right in, like they're spooning. So
the elderberry syrup that I can make, my kids don't take. They don't like it, so I buy a separate one for them. I buy one for myself and my husband, and I can make one too. Like I keep the dried elderberries on hand to be able to make syrup. And then you can have elderberry tincture, you can have elderberry cough drops, elderberry gummies. I have elderberry gummies.
I like just straight up elderberries right off of the bush. Well, I wash them, but yeah. Because I'll probably do this tomorrow at some point. I need to go out there and take up some of those. Well, I'm probably just going to take up all the strawberry plants that are in the ground
Mm-hmm.
and put them in one of the containers. I wouldn't necessarily have to bring them into the house, but I guess I'll do it just to be safe, and then I'll find a place in the yard. I'm just wondering, would it be better to keep them? They've already been, I've had them for like 2 years, so they're used to being in the weather. So is it going to hurt to keep them, put them, replant them somewhere else, or is it going to be a problem? Should I just keep them, in the house warm with a container or something? Because I don't want to lose them. I don't want to put my friend through sending another batch. That's what I'm getting at. Um, not really.
I'd say just
Go
go
ahead.
ahead and leave them in the pot till springtime. Keep watering them and stuff, and I don't know.
So for our area, we are able to uproot strawberries right now and replant them. But you need to, like I did that, and it got hot and I wasn't there to water them, and everything that I transplanted from here to there looks dead. Now I don't know if the root is dead. It's not going to put on new growth in the spring.
Yeah.
So that didn't work very well for me. It got hot and they didn't have water. When we buy strawberries to plant, it's in the spring, right? Like when you get bare root strawberries, that's the springtime.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know about
she's
holding them. They're going to be fine outside, so it's like, do you need to move them now or can you leave them in the ground and move them in the spring? Because you're not moving very far away. Or do you have to get them out of that space? That's why
I
you're saying put them in pots.
don't feel comfortable leaving them there. Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
getting at.
Anybody else? What would
Because
you do?
I mean, I'm sure she would send some more, but I don't want to put her through that. She's got a lot
My
going on.
I would take them out of the ground, put them in their new ground home. And then if you want to keep a couple in a pot, because how many do you have? You've got to have more than,
Yeah, I got a lot.
right? You have enough to play with here.
Got this really wide, like 2 foot wide by 3 foot wide space of, because
They run.
I let them go, let
Hmm.
them do their thing. And every time that they put a sucker out, I just said, do your thing, just expand. Go ahead
Your
and expand.
strawberries didn't survive your winter, Mike. What? What kind of strawberries did you plant? I'm shocked.
Hmm.
What happened? There's so many questions now I have.
Yeah, so like I had two in a container. They did not make it this year for some reason. They just died off. So I don't.
I've
Uh,
heard that if they're in a container for the winter, they'll die. Like if they're outside in a container, they're not going to make it. At least that's for I'm in Minnesota.
Damn, that's what happened. Okay.
It gets cold.
Yeah.
So I think that's what alpine. Oh, okay. I don't know nothing about alpine strawberries.
These are, God, I can't remember. She's told me like 3 times already.
Yeah, Duncan, she's talking about covering, keeping them insulated. Leaves. I use leaves for that. I don't bring in straw.
I would just
They were in a raised
dig.
bed.
I just dig them up and take them right straight down there and plant them where
Heater.
you gonna put them at. And
I
be
put them
done.
right in their new home. Yeah, water them in
Just go right on down there and figure out
Yeah.
where you
instead of.
put them at and be
Oh,
done with
okay, it's got legs. That's way above ground. I'm looking at the Kitter. I don't know how to say that. Raised bed. That's not good.
No, probably not, Serena. It is something I need to learn how to do, but I haven't made any move towards it.
it. I got strawberry plants out there behind my building. Uh, I think they're in a pot.
They're doing good. They're on a bank. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just put them in their new place, water them in, and just let nature do its thing, and um, hope for the best.
I'm glad you reminded me. I need to go out there and check mine. I got behind the building in pots
Yeah,
that I was aiming to transplant them, put them in the ground, but I couldn't make my mind up where I wanted to put them. And I think I'll just go ahead and stick them in the ground just for the winter time anyway. Whatever.
there's no wet spring. We have wet springs here on the property, but they don't not around where I'll be moving to. So
No, shouldn't be anyway.
not no, not down there. There's not. But I'm thinking that section that we really can't mow, where it starts to bank into the road to the ditch there,
Mm-hmm.
right along through there. I might plant them there. Um,
Well, you could do that, or yeah,
which moves faster, heat or cold? Heat because you can catch cold. It's a good one.
I don't know, Barry. Where would be that may be a good spot. What you'd have to do, you talking about in the field that's growed up right behind you there at the new place? Is that what you're talking about where the ditch starts?
Mm-mm. No, I'm talking about the ditch at the road, the
Well,
highway.
I wouldn't pay them
That
that close
section.
because they come through there and spray every once in a while.
Oh yeah, good point. No.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
I wouldn't do that.
okay. So you know that little strip that goes towards the addition to the house,
Uh huh.
right through there, right along the edge of the house, right there, through there. That'd be a good place for them.
Cool.
I can't think of any other place that's not overgrown.
What about that solar top, that old septic tank top, where it's partially covered up?
What, under the Bradford pear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See it there, or mow just a little section there, right in that field there at the edge. There's a little section there, just enough to plant them, and
Mhm.
then let it go.
I think you have enough to experiment with, right? You could plant some under the Bradford pear. You could plant some in a bank. You could plant some and see which ones make it and thrive.
Well,
Mhm.
I can. If you're gonna be done with the wagon tomorrow anyway, so I could come up there with my mower and mow you a little section there at one spot if you wanted to, right behind the house there. Just a little strip, one little strip. You know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna put the plants in the wagon and haul them down to plant them? We only want to walk once to the, you know what I mean, instead of a bunch of times.
Don't matter. I could put them in a plant bag and carry them down there and
Oh, okay.
transplant them.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean,
Yeah, the wagon's there. You might want to put them in the wagon, take them down there.
yeah. I mean, I have to walk down there every day anyway. Feed that poor cat down there,
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
well, we've mentioned it today, and I can't remember what was said because I had walked away about that time, and I think we're going to have to, and unless you want to keep it, take it down there.
Well,
So,
it's gonna be no. They'll fight.
I mean, take the cat down there to uh, Debbie's
Debbie.
place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you don't. You said they fight, so you ain't got much choice.
Yeah. They can't stay there, so
He's coming to
rehoming.
get his mail. Why can't he come get his cat too?
I don't know. Well, like I said, they have to take it when you just drop it down there in the lap. I mean, they got thinking, oh, I don't want it. Sorry about your luck. It's your cat.
To
Yeah.
answer your question, Angel, kind of, but not really much closer to him. I'm still on the same road. I'm just moving into the place in front of me.
As close as I wanted to be.
Yeah. Jerk. What about the weather in Canada? Da, 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 da?
There was atmospheric river rain in BC, and then in oh boy, where was it? They had a foot of snow in northern Yukon Territory in northern Canada. This crazy weather last 3 days in Canada. So I had to look up what's atmospheric river rain, and it's like by the ocean. It literally like brings a river's worth amount of water into the air and dumps it over like 3 days at a time. So they're having flooding. They're having, um, can't think of the word.
I'll be right back.
Lots of runoff.
Let me go see Barry.
Mhm.
What she probably knows what they said about the cat. Hold on there. Did you talk to the? Did you mention that about the?
Yeah, and all else he said, except his daddy, her daddy is at the hospital. Some lady he just met, and she's in the hospital. He's staying with her.
I'm gonna take down that
And oh no, I'll take cat food for you.
It'll be a Ziploc bag.
And she said her daddy was staying with the lady that's in the hospital. So I guess do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, don't put it on Facebook. Y'all told me.
Well, Barry, there's her daddy was supposed to come got it, but some lady friend of his is in the hospital, so he's staying up there with her, and pretty much you're just going to take it down there to Debbie's and drop it off. That's the only thing I can tell you. So he's not going to come out. He's not going to come after it anytime soon. So you might as well just take that there and deliver it. I'll deliver it for you. I'll be happy to. I'll make sure it gets there.
It just pisses me off. They knew that it's just irresponsible.
Well, I'm sure that they probably thought he was going to, but I know him pretty well. I know he's well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But he's when you said he was coming, no. He got him a lady friend that's in the hospital, and he's staying up there with her. That's what Allison said.
I already had more than one lady friend, but yeah, okay.
That's what Allison told her at church today. Allison was at church today, and which I was glad to see her at church. It's surprised me she's there. I'm glad.
I told her to beat you.
Yep. But whenever you get ready, Barry, we'll take her. We'll make sure he's. I'll call Debbie ahead of time and say, hey, we're bringing the cat.
We're going to Alan's house.
I'm not going out to Alan's house. No. I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't hate him, but I just don't want nothing to do with him. That's different. No, I don't know your option. That's,
Our time is time is drawing short. We've got, like 2 weeks left of the month. And, if Donnie holds up his end of the deal, then I'm going to be moving in at the end of those 2 weeks. So,
well, you do need a little cage thing for your cast, don't you? I got a little cage thing if you need it.
Okay, yeah. Or
little pet cage thing. But I got another foldable pet carrier for that one.
I think the kittens I could probably carry down there.
But
the big cats are going to give me trouble.
I got a foldable pet carrier that I can deliver at that gentleman down there at the courthouse. Well, it's just like this. They got the rest of the cast they had. Why didn't they pick him up and take him? That's what I don't understand about the fishy.
Oh. Welcome,
Hey.
South Florida sunshine.
Got my castor oil all over my face. So I'm
Looking
Here.
great.
I was just gonna leave the video, and now I
I
feel
hear
like
an audio feedback.
Can we hang out at girl time? This is the brand that has the rose glycerin.
What
brand.
is rose glycerin? I didn't
Rose
even know that was
glycerin,
a
it's
thing.
just a toner. It's rose and glycerin. I don't know if it's water. I forget what the ingredients are.
Oh,
but
weird. That's just.
I just found this out. So gross. Do not get Mega Red krill oil for anything.
Mm.
It has that. I think it might have that bug in it, but it's got fake coloring in it.
What?
And yeah, and it's not all krill oil. It's like krill and pollock. So it's like that
Wow.
cheap fish and some krill with food coloring in it.
No.
Yes, I was so mad. I should have known better, but
Hmm.
I thought, oh.
How you doing, sis?
Hey, Barry. Oh, good. Now that I took my sugar. Hey, buy your sugars in
I hear an audio hum.
You do? It
Yeah,
might
there's
be
somebody-
this.
She's
this,
a little low, too.
this thing
Somebody's
is
echoing. I'm
I
echoing.
don't hear echo.
No, I don't. No, I do. That's it, back in there. When you moved that thing, it stopped.
I don't know. It might be your signal or mine. I don't know. Is it the Wi-Fi?
I do hear the hummy thing.
When you moved that little box thing you had there, it stopped.
That's what is humming. This is humming here. Let me see. Let me check my sound.
Now stop. Now stop now.
Okay.
Shut up.
Oh, shoot. What was that? Mine? Why is it
I'm
doing that?
scared now.
Stop it.
Where's my?
So I can't stay on long
With
anyway.
my
So
safety
cut it
device.
out. Hey, Bear. I don't know what's going on. Might have to throw another $5, set of these things.
Yeah, they might be going out, you think?
Maybe. It's possible. I didn't check my sound though when I came up, so that might be it too.
Check your sound, make sure it's actually selected for the headset.
That's a good idea. Let me see. Okay, the FaceTime
Hum went
audio.
away.
Nope. Let's see. Okay. Here's
The
Mac.
hum is gone.
The MacBook.
Yeah, it,
That's
you okay?
MacBook.
You okay now?
That's weird. That's
Let's
the
see.
MacBook.
The sound is weird though.
That's hold on.
Well, it
That's the
sounds good now.
external microphone. I don't know what that is. And then the default external microphone built in. It doesn't tell me.
It's not reading your headset.
No,
Oh,
I
I
mean
just
it
heard
doesn't.
myself.
Weird. Hold on, let me check. It
What'd you
shouldn't have
do?
you guys open on here. I had you on my phone. That's odd. Hold on. Let me. I'll go down and come back in then, and check it as I come up. I don't know
What?
what's
Okay.
doing it. Okay, let me hit the leave and I'll come back.
4 weeks old and they're doing everything. Yeah, well, pups advance quicker than or kittens do. So yeah, they eat into everything. I had a bag of garbage that I was cleaning out of the kids' room over there. Big surprise. And the kittens were just like, wee! And it was like a bag of leaves. They were just like pouncing on it and they spread it all through the living room. I said, oh my God.
Oh no.
They are kids after all. I mean, furry little kids. Oh.
I wonder what that little plus button here next to the share screen
Hmm.
is.
Presentation, screen share, extra camera, local video.
Oh, extra camera. That's what it is.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, extra camera. It's probably something you have to pay for. Most of the services that do that, they're like, well, you want a second camera. Pay, 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 pay. You will pay. Ooh, look at that. Fancy
You like
schmancy
that?
now.
You
No.
like that?
No.
Fancy schmancy.
You like that?
Superficial.
Is it blurry? It don't even. I got the blur background on, but it's not even blurred.
Oh, it doesn't even look like it's trying. Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm just playing
Oh,
around.
Duncan, my cats have plenty of boxes to choose from. I have a year's worth of Amazon and Walmart boxes where I order canned foods and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got plenty of boxes. I'll run out of tape before I will boxes.
Yeah, I bought the last cat toy I bought for these cats was one of the little thing on a stick. But as far as big stuff, I don't. They don't care nothing about it. They like a box and stuff like
Oh,
that.
they're
That,
Is that better?
different.
I know
oh,
they're
much
huge.
better.
Is it
Much
better?
better.
So those are going then. I have to throw them away.
Yeah, there's that voice we're used to hearing.
But also it didn't it has two audios and the one wasn't clicked on to the headset. Like the
Yeah,
one that's coming into my headset wasn't
yeah.
clicked on. So I think it was coming out of there a little bit out of the computer.
Probably had a short and
No,
it's
I mean I
okay. I got you.
I think it was feeding both somehow. Like I was getting you in my ear, but I was also getting some out of my laptop.
Yeah.
Some audio out of my laptop for you
Buried it in
guys.
your ear.
There's
Weird. Weird.
there was a channel I used to watch that, they thought that they were on their fancy dancy mic and
Mm-hmm.
I could tell by the room reverb that they were actually on the microphone built into their laptop.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
And I
Yep.
said, no, and I told them like five
Yep.
times. And finally they caught it. And I guess
Mm-hmm.
they got frustrated. And you see
Yeah.
the attitude change, and I'm like, well, it's last time I tell anybody that.
Yeah, to help them. Yeah.
Well,
I
I
you
mean,
know why?
I couldn't hear it. Oh, I couldn't hear it when you guys were saying it. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
So, because it wasn't chosen and wasn't going in my ear, it still seems like it's not going. No, I can hear that.
the radio.
Yeah,
Radio, man.
evidently there's no background noise
Might
canceling
surprise
on
you with a
this.
snake. Ooh, what?
Oh, is that a feature?
Oh,
On
actually, it is, but it's only for me. Why is it not for
oh,
everybody?
And two, I like
Yeah.
it.
And my laptop keeps wanting to slide down its thing tonight. It's usually on an elevated base that keeps it cool underneath, but I never turn the fan on. It just helps a little bit because it's all holy. Holy. It's holy and it just keeps wanting to slide down off of it tonight. I'm like, "What's going on? What's
There's
going
two
on?"
buttons in
gravity's
it.
extra hard today.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, my
There's two
son. And
advanced
also,
buttons in the audio button. It's not. I guess it's in the paid version.
well,
Stereo.
no, this one has a lot of audio. Like when I went in, coming in, it had a bunch of stuff, but I don't know if it has it. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
does. It says show advanced options, and you can do stereo audio input. You can
Hmm.
do high resolution audio, which is I click that, so maybe my voice would come through better. There's an audio gain control, but it doesn't show anything when you click it. Like it, I thought it would show like some little things to mess around with, but it didn't.
Well, I
Nothing.
got my noise suppression on, so
Yeah, I have
it
that.
evidently
I
it's not mine's not working.
do you have a window open maybe?
You could just shut
Yeah.
your radio off, Randall. I mean, is that what we're talking about?
No.
God, turn it down a
Maybe
little then.
maybe I
Yeah, a
won't.
little bit down.
The
Just a
rest of
Maybe
little.
I
us.
won't. Maybe.
Well, a little down. A little bit down. I had to get a bag for the dead
Do
snake and
do whatever you want. We're
ooh,
just making a light suggestion.
yuck. Oh, gross.
Golly.
Your
Now,
roommate
um,
is a is
I
fetish the right word?
don't know what's happening in the side chat.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not asking
actually,
questions.
yeah, you want to keep your yard cleaned up because mice come, then the snakes will come.
I
Yeah.
that I don't know if Serena it was paying attention, and I know we've said this like in the last two lives, but um, Kentucky Goblin was kind of enough to come over and mow my yard and weed eat
Oh
around the
man,
edges.
that's
So
so nice.
you don't
Thanks,
have to. I don't
Randall.
have to worry about something like that so much. Um,
Angel said her puppies are getting big enough that they're coming out of their little puppy nursery. That's
I
what I saw. How
bet they're
sweet.
keeping her busy too.
I bet. Yeah.
Mhm.
I know our pug, I had never seen anything like that with a puppy. It was my first puppy as an adult. I swear I wanted to kill it. I was like, what have I done to myself? Because it would chew all the molding on our brand new little townhouse that we bought. It was our first home, and it was going on every single corner of our brand new house and chewing it. And
Hmm.
then when you take her outside, and I found out this is common with pugs, they have specific little spots they want to go on. And it may take them 1,000 circles to find that spot. And that's what she would do. She would take me outside, and Hannah was young, and I was homeschooling. And she'd just spin and spin and spin, and I'd think she was going to go. And then it was like, no, I don't really like that quarter size area. And then she'd start all over again. And she'd do that multiple times. And I'm like, you gotta go to the bathroom. Just go to the bathroom. So
Yeah.
hard. But then she ended up being the sweetest dog. But they do the scuttle, the pug like scuttle. It's the cutest thing. They get all excited and then they tuck their butt and they just run all over the place. They'll run on your couch and jump down and run everywhere in the room. But they'll tuck their butt as they're going. It's hilarious. It's a hilarious breed of dog. I miss her. She was a good dog after she went through her
Yeah.
puppy stage. But
I miss my huskies.
yeah. I offered her chew toys too, Serena, and sometimes it's like it doesn't matter. When they're teething, sometimes they want a different texture, and
You
she had
said
a lot.
to set up the space for success. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, cats are no different, Carol.
Yeah.
Um, Kittens gum just like kids do. They teeth, and
It's a power cord, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't go to my
Buggers.
phone. Thankfully, I
They
don't know.
did th-
I
they
don't know what
did
it goes
that?
to because it doesn't fit my
Wow.
phone. I think it's
Yeah.
an Apple.
See, and then Resi never did any of that, but we got her as an older. She was like a year and a half, and she was more timid.
Kittens,
Yeah, she would.
kittens do that. They chew on stuff.
uh, Yeah, they chew on your
And
plants too.
yeah, and
Even
I
grown cats. I don't.
because I caught them chewing on the cord to my mixing board. And I said, "Oh no," because one had already chewed the
Wow.
cables going from the mixer to the USB interface.
Right.
And luckily, I had another set, but I was like,
Yeah.
no, I put pepper sauce on it.
Hmm.
Couldn't think
Yeah.
of anything else to do really.
Yeah.
Like
No.
I don't think cats can taste spice because they've had my chicken before, where I've given them little pieces of chicken,
Yeah.
and I've had cayenne on it. They just,
Doesn't bother them.
I
I
guess
know
not.
birds can't. Birds eat hot chilies. Our little birds would eat hot chilies. But a dog, that'll ruin a dog. You will like be going to the vet. Even our Resi has to have like a special diet now because she's gotten pancreatitis before.
Um,
Yeah. But her thing that she would do as a puppy is she'd do sneaky pee or revenge pee. If we were giving Malachi too much attention, it
mm-hmm.
was like she would sneak over somewhere and just pee there. And it was like, we took you out. What is this about? And we finally figured it out. It's like, oh, jealousy pee. That's what we called it. Jealousy pee. Oh, we got a little
Yeah.
jealousy pee going on. And the worst one was the holidays, Christmas. My son had, those alphabet things, the foam things, Shawnee, like that
Hmm.
has all under it somehow. She
Ew.
somehow peed and it had gone under it.
Ugh.
And none of us were in the room when she did it. And my son-in-law was having like sneezing fit, and there was two things. There was her pee. He was sitting right near and we didn't realize. And then I had left like that powder that you can vacuum up
Mhm.
underneath like one of our sofas. I had left it and forgot that I didn't vacuum it up. So the poor guy, like the first time he comes, he's like turning beet red and having an
Oh.
allergy. And then later on we get to find out that Malachi's been playing over pee all night and he
Yeah.
wanted to die. I was just like,
Mhm.
oh, yeah. So we bleached everything just about except for the child. We put him in a bath. But that was, yeah, the worst jealousy pee she ever did. And yeah, but yeah, I don't know if we'll do another animal. I want to, but Shawnee and I were saying like the expense of it is just in this day and age, it's expensive.
I want to try it for a little bit, just having not another pet
Yeah,
to feed and take care of. I want to
yeah,
see how long we can go before I. My
I know.
kid's already like, oh, if we move to a new house, I get a hamster, right? And I'm like, no, what?
Rodent, we're
That's what
bringing
my
one in.
husband said. We're not having a rodent in the. And I go, I don't. He's my animal guy. I don't. I'm not buying one.
Yeah, yeah, that's so
I'm not
hard.
bringing one home. I don't even want to bring the fish with us.
Yeah, my brother was the turtle guy. Like my
Oh,
brother, yeah, and so he would have turtles that he would take out of the creeks and put them in aquariums and then not take care of them. And my mom would walk in his room and it was like, that's got to go back. If you're not taking care of that, you need to take it back. That was like
Oh,
way, way long time. Yeah,
can
but he's
imagine.
always loved reptiles. Yeah, I know. Can you? Ugh.
yeah. He loves the reptile zoo.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid I would kill a reptile. And there's plenty
I don't want
outside.
it loose in my house, okay?
Yeah,
He's gonna take it out and he's gonna
right.
play with it, and he's gonna get distracted, and then where's it? Where is it?
Yeah,
Like
it's the same thing with the hamster.
I don't
My hamster in college knew how to roll its little ball into a corner, wedge it somewhere, and get out. And I saw it one night do it, and I was like, no way. Oh yes, there it goes, trying to run underneath my door to get out to the hallway of the dorm. Okay, Oh, that pops up. I
I
like
know,
that
I
part.
just said that. Yeah, I just bloop.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice. So you won't miss it.
Yeah, it's in your face.
Yeah. But yeah, we had that. I ended up giving it to somebody in the dorm because I had to come home. My
The
dad was like,
hamster?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. My parents weren't going to let me have a hamster, and I was like 20 something. I was 20. And they're like, no, you're not bringing that home. That's no. Same thing. It's a rodent. We don't want it.
hmm
My dad didn't. My dad also grew up in the generation where cats were for the barn. They didn't have them
Yeah,
inside.
I hear you there. Yeah.
They didn't have them inside the house, so I never was allowed to have a cat. Eventually, she figured out how to capture the snake without killing it, and she would take the snake to my roommate's bed. Oh my gosh, I just read that. Wow, Serena.
That's intense.
That is very, very intense. I would freak out. We've had snakes get in the house, but not because of our dogs. The only time a dog did anything with a snake was when I was in my parents' house and it killed the snake. It was the neighbor's dog, and I was so afraid because the snakes had gotten in the garage while they were away. And they were probably like, it was probably a female snake having like a little thing and getting ready to have a, little romantic time because it wasn't just one snake. Either that or I don't know. Usually it's eggs, so it wasn't a live birth, but there was like multiple snakes in that corner. I did find out though racers, black racers tend to be in pairs. I don't know why. I don't know if it's male female or they just there's usually two of them in that area that hunt the same area. Um, because my neighbor killed one, and no joke, one just shot up out of the side of the canal into the air and headed right towards my property. And I was
Like,
like,
Caw!
yeah, no, it's coming for you. I'm like, she did it. Don't you? I did nothing. Yeah.
There's a gal in Alabama, I think it is, or
Hmm.
Arkansas. I don't remember. I can never remember which one. She has to like go outside with a shovel and boots on and like get its head, whatever. I don't know what they're called down there. She's always
Oh,
showing me videos. I'm like, I don't need to see this.
what
This is
color
why I
are
live
they?
where it freezes. Ah.
Are they Alabama or Arkansas? I
I
wonder if
could
they're
ask her.
copperheads.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I
Are they
think I've
like,
heard that.
do they blend right in with the leaves? Are they like
I
hard to
don't. I don't know.
see?
I'm not gonna be able to answer any of these
Okay.
questions.
It's a pit viper and it's a pretty serious
She
one.
always chops the head off though.
You have to with pit vipers. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if they're right outside her door. I don't know why
In
she'd
her yard with animals and her child.
I don't know
So
why
yeah,
she'd have so many.
it's in the country. I don't know
Yeah.
if there's water nearby. I don't know what they
Could be
like.
rattlesnakes too. That yeah, I don't know. We have rattlesnakes here, but I've only heard of I'm here. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Uh, um, we have rattlesnakes here, but I've only heard of one lady getting hit by one, like a regular rattlesnake, the Eastern
She got
diamondback.
bit.
And
Ooh.
they were hiking, and what happened was she went over a downed log. Like, didn't check first. Like, you don't just step over a log on a trail, apparently, because they like to tuck themselves under logs.
Where you
And
kick the log first and then,
I guess you do.
you
I
know?
guess, yes. Give it a little, if you can. Maybe just choose not to go that direction. I don't know. But she went over the log with her leg and it, bam, got her. Because it was threatened too. Like she must have almost stepped on it and didn't realize it. And yeah, it just, yeah. But we do have the little ones, pygmy rattlesnakes. Oh, what happened? I bored Randall
See
with
if he says
snake.
something in the chat. I don't know.
Okay.
Sometimes it's an
Okay.
accident.
Yeah. Oh, they can't taste spicy. I just saw that. I'm
That's
having
what the
this.
internet says. They can smell it, but they don't taste it.
That's wild. That is so
I
wild.
didn't know.
That's one thing I did learn with our pug was what dogs can and cannot have. We were feeding her grapes and didn't know that I could have killed her.
Yeah.
She loved all fruit and I didn't
Isn't
know.
that funny? The dogs, they don't come with,
Mm-mm.
hey, these 10 things are really bad.
Right, and they'll eat it. They will eat
and they
it.
will
Yeah.
sometimes eat things that they're not supposed to. Like my
Yeah.
dog ate popcorn the other day, and I was like, man,
I didn't know popcorn was bad either. That one is one we have not
maybe it's
encountered.
not. So now I'm pretty sure
Avocado definitely is, and
is
so
Ooh,
are
dog with
grapes.
popcorn
So are
popcorn
fart.
raisins.
Oh my
bad
god.
for
Ew.
popcorn. Well, he sleeps in my husband's room on the second floor, so.
Oh, hey, here's the can of beans. Enjoy, Fido.
Oh, I typed that wrong. Is popcorn bad for popcorn?
It is something going on tonight. I'm telling
Right?
you. Atmospheric changes.
Oh, it's the seasonings. It's not the dogs aren't supposed to have popcorn with seasonings or
Yeah.
hard kernels because the choking hazard, just like with
Well,
humans
kids, yeah. I
and
didn't let,
kids.
oh my gosh, I did not let Hannah have popcorn until she was like way older.
I
Like,
have broken that. My kids have popcorn at a very young age, but I'm like, nope, they can't have that one. You can have this
yeah.
one. Nope, you can't have that one. Yeah.
Well, it's different. Like, did you find that with your first? You were more
The
concerned about
first,
that?
I'm like, follow the rules.
Yes.
And then the rest, I'm like, yeah, here.
Yeah. That one
Yeah.
survived, so you can have it
Just
too. Just don't.
if
Welcome
you,
Don't.
back,
Don't.
Goblin.
yeah, hi. It's
Are you there?
he has his camera off probably because he doesn't have a like. If I do that, it's just black.
Oh, is that what
Because I don't have a
happens?
thingy saved. I don't know how to. Sorry, that was loud. There's a
That's
bug.
weird. Look, I
So
have
you have a
SFF.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to
You
mess
had
with
Let's
stuff.
see. Are you there, Randall? Hello? Does he have his mic off too? Because does this thing show? It shows it at the top of my
Mic on.
forehead. That's hilarious. I'm going to mute it and see where it is for you.
It is on the forehead for me.
Hey, Carol. Just
That's your silent face. This is my I'm muted face.
okay, Duncan. Hey, what was it? Did I don't know, Homestead send the there was this cat video and they put like a bowl and cut a hole out of the bowl in the toilet. Like they lifted the lid like a guy would lift the lid to go pee, but they lifted the lid and put this perfectly shaped little bowl or dish in the toilet and this little cat goes in there and goes to do its business and it's just like sitting there and it's looking up at its owner like, "Why are you filming me? I'm peeing." But you like can hear it pee, and everybody in the comments is like, "Is that cat really peeing? Is that really a cat sound?" Like everybody couldn't believe it sounded just like people peeing. It's like yes, same liquid,
Well, if
yes,
it's the same.
still liquid hitting like
T-
the water, so
Mhm.
kind of the same sound. But it was hilarious the way the cat was looking at the owner, like
I got a friend in Ohio that trained their cat to use the um, utility tub in the laundry room.
uh,
Like they
I guess
don't do
they
the number
didn't.
two, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's funny because he's like balanced. They sent me a picture and he's like balanced on the rim of this thing with all fours.
I wouldn't
Um,
want him peeing in my utility tub though. I use that to soak
yeah,
things, like
but
if I
you know,
had one. I
If I
don't.
had one, it'd be handy.
Yeah, it'd be great. Especially when Malachi decides to take off his
the
diaper and
worst
just.
part about kitty litter really is the liquid part because I don't care what brand you buy.
Mm,
Um, if you don't scoop that every single day,
the smell
the
is really
urine just clumps up, and then it start. And when there's nothing else to clump it, it starts to, like
cake to the sides of the
pool.
thing.
It pools.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's what I worry about with rabbits. I haven't to this day yet seen. They're like, oh, they can litter train. Yeah, but it never stays. It seems like in the litter box, the pee pee, like in those cages that they have for them. The thing is only like this deep underneath, and yeah, I don't know. Just to trial a rabbit, like I
You
will
must be
just,
talking about indoor rabbit.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
I tried that.
yeah,
I'm not going to talk about it online.
yeah. Well, we watched a guinea pig for somebody. It like scarred me for life. It bit me, but
Oh.
my dad had built that thing that I've talked about, the stereo keeper.
Hmm.
Like a beautiful job he did, and he glazed, not glazed it. He varnished the wood. Beautiful. That
Yeah.
thing the pee came out of the cage somehow and went down the leg, and nobody realized that it had gone down the leg of the cage, and it ate through the polyurethane that my dad had. So there was, once he we gave the cage back to the owner, like we cleaned the cage, there was a mark from that little leg and etched right into my dad's nice stereo like thing that he built. I felt so bad for my dad. He was like, "Damn it! Look at this!" It's like, "What am I gonna do with that?" All his hard work and stupid guinea pig urine took it out. Because that's a lot of coats
Yeah.
on on the top of furniture to make it look nice.
I had a hexagon, I think it was a hexagon fish tank
Hmm.
on a stand, and it was in a corner here at this property, this house. And I have allergies, but it was like being extra irritated.
Hmm.
And we looked in the back corner one day, and there was a giant fungus growing because the seal and
Uh-huh.
all the hexagon has these
Yes.
corners had
Mm-hmm.
been not. I
Sealed
was like,
properly.
what do we do? I want it gone right now. Mark was at work. We got rid of it obviously because I have a different
Yeah.
tank now, but that was a bad day.
Yeah. That's awful when you
I'm
find
glad
something
nobody
like
like
that.
licked it or something.
Like
'Cause-
killed. Yeah.
yeah.
Kid. Hey, mom, look, mushrooms. Mmm.
Well, it's good
Gross.
good to know you don't have any window lickers in your family.
Nope.
Window lickers.
Nope.
Sorry.
Window lickers.
There
Never
was
heard
an
that.
Amish family. It was like 16 people went to the hospital because they ate some mushrooms from the forest and they were the wrong kind.
Oh no.
This was just recently I read it. I don't remember where though. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, no, okay.
What's so hard is like people be like, well, that was a Native American remedy. Oh, his signal must be bumping around. Maybe.
I don't know.
Because he didn't even come on audio. Maybe
Hmm.
get him on the radio and see. But yeah, with like somebody was saying Virginia creeper berries were like fine to eat in this group to people who didn't know what they were. First, people were saying they were muscadines. I'm like, the hell, those
Oh,
are muscadines. Those are not muscadine leaves. Don't eat them. I don't know what those are yet. Like, let's figure it out. And then some ladies like, they're fine. You can use them medicinally and da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, the article you just put in the group says right at the top, highly toxic, deadly berries, and then lists that it used to be used as. I'm like, so it's like, which you really have to find a Native American from that has used it. It's so confusing with things like that. Like, I don't want to kill anybody or myself, you
for
know?
real. I know. It's a risk. That plant that Barry showed the other day,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Friday, he
There
showed
he
the.
is.
Hey, Randall,
Hey, Randall.
you okay? Now it's
Yes.
an eyeball.
That's
That's
freaky.
creepy.
That's pretty creepy. We
Is that
watched,
is it offensive?
I don't think that's
no,
offensive. It's just creepy.
no. It's offensive.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. Dad joke, except I'm a mom. But the plant yesterday, Barry had.
That plant that Barry was showing,
Yeah.
I had read about it and I talked to him.
I
It
see
has,
you.
yes, Randall. It has a history of being used medicinally in all these things, and
Yeah.
it's one of those that I'm not clear on. I'm not gonna say what it was for or how to use it
Right.
on here or anything, but it was one of those
Right.
ones where you don't just dig it up and try it.
Right.
It was you have to know what you're doing.
Right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the same person who was arguing with me and like, oh, you don't understand, and you're so brainwashed. They're telling me that I'm
They used
brainwashed.
that word?
Yes. I'm like, you have no freaking clue who you're talking to.
I
Because it
think
was
I
a
know who you're
Facebook.
talking about.
No, no, no. This was a Facebook group.
No?
It wasn't any YouTube.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, no. But this was a
Okay.
Facebook group, and she was just going off, and I'm like, okay, hide. I don't need your shit. I don't need you to. Oh, sorry, Barry. Like,
Mhm.
I don't. You don't know me. I'm
It's
just
fine. You're
saying,
an
don't
adult.
go tell people to go use it if you don't have a background in it. Like,
Uh-huh.
she was saying she used it herself, fine. Okay, great. But you obviously have an anger issue, so maybe that's what, you don't need so much of it. Maybe it's kind of toxic and you're becoming toxic with it. No, I couldn't put that. But anyway, it was one I wouldn't feel comfortable. Like, how many people have used the Virginia creeper berries that, like, Duncan would be somebody I would know, like, that I would check in with because and because you've been around nature a lot since you were younger. I just,
I go to my books. Yeah, I read my
yeah,
books.
yeah. But I mean, this whole internet stuff is really,
9? Who's the 9?
yeah, where is everybody?
Show yourselves.
They must be doing things. Um,
Show
but yeah, the
yourselves
internet.
only if you have clothing on.
Type
Oh,
in the chat. So, I don't know, something.
I gotta
I
open. I
don't
gotta open.
know.
Let me open the YouTube window. Hold on. You don't know what? What don't you know? Do you know about Virginia creeper berries? Have you ever eaten them, Randall? Is that what happened? You ate Virginia creeper berries growing up? And now you're random and say things and put eyes up to creep us out and stuff.
Is it serious?
That's why he said, I don't know.
That's right. I don't know. Wait, let me see. There's you. Okay, hold on. Oh, it didn't turn the volume. Did it turn it? No, didn't turn the volume on right away. Okay. Yeah, I have, okay. I have a little bit less. I think you scared him away. You must have had some creepers. Cheaper creepers. Yeah.
You guys are
So,
making a
yeah.
lot of noise over here.
The kitties?
No, you.
They're playing.
Funny.
They're
I always
playing.
do. It's my only time I get to talk to adults. I made a roast today, and I made roasted potatoes and onions along with the roast. And probably my husband and I spoke like maybe 10 words the whole day to each other. And he's right in the same room on the couch, but he was watching the Dolphins. I hate football. Absolutely hate it. But we did watch The Haunted Mansion after, because that was on. That's why I wasn't on the internet that much. And I did juice. I juiced today. So, but I didn't get up till 2 p.m. just about in the afternoon because he covers the clock. So I can't see it. So when I woke up, I just saw a 1 over here and I'm like, "Oh, it's probably 11." And then when it disappeared, I was like, "What? Why did that disappear?" I'm like, "I'm not ready to get up yet though." Not thinking, "Oh, it disappeared because it's no longer an 11 or a 12. It's turned into a 1 p.m. or a 2 p.m."
Yes,
So yeah, I
it's my
overslept, but
kisses.
Well, you
My
listened
kisses.
to your body.
yeah, my body needed it,
Yeah.
especially we were all up real late.
I got up at 9.
Oh, bless you, sweet soul.
Blech.
Too early after our big night last night.
I texted him when we were done and I was like, I'm going to my bed now. Like, AKA, don't bother me
Right,
when you think you need to bother me, and maybe you could help in the morning.
right.
But I'm
Yeah,
on the floor with them and he's up, so I'm the go to. They don't go up to. That's not an option. Yeah.
yeah.
No
That's fine.
complaints. No
Yeah,
complaints.
yeah.
He was very helpful today.
Oh, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
He made supper for them. I just sat in my room.
Good. You had some time out. Good.
I cleaned the living room for supper and then I sat in my room.
Sometimes we need to do that, though.
Needed quiet time. Yeah.
Yeah. I find that too, that sometimes with just Malachi and a day full of Malachi, I am just like, I need to go and just go in our room and just lay down for a minute. And then he's like, "Oh, you're gonna fall asleep." And I'm like, "I might, I might. It's possible, but I need some time where it's just quiet and dark, and I can shut down this sensory overload that I'm under." And he still will make faces, but I usually am able to do that. But
Serena's here.
yay, there she is. Wow, is there that much of a delay between?
Randall counted it. Randall said it was 8 seconds difference between the YouTube and the restream. I was like,
Wow,
whoa.
that's crazy. Yeah, I might just have to try all the free
So
ones.
if you say something here, you got 8 seconds to change it before it gets to YouTube.
Yeah, and then edit it, delete it.
Yeah, right. That would be great. I That's not good for me because with the ADHD, I forget what I said when people respond. Like, or I forget, like, we might have a conversation up here and then they respond to it, and I'm like, what is he talking about over
Yeah, and there
there?
wasn't enough words in the sentence to have context. So you're like, wait a minute, I don't know what.
Yeah, exactly. And there's
It's
some
your,
people that just talk that way in the side chat. They
I
don't,
call, I myself call that Alzheimer's when I do
yeah. Well, if you've had it all your
that.
life, if you've had it all your life, it's ADHD. It's a chronic thing with memory. It's called working memory. I've had it all my life. Like when I go to
Oh,
read,
right
reading
here,
comprehension was hard
right here.
because my working memory would
Here's my
not hold
kiss.
the information. So then I could turn around and put it in my own words what I just read.
My oldest son, reading comprehension, I'm waiting to see if this is what he's dealing with, like
Mhm.
because my husband has that,
Yeah.
or if it's just because it's new. Because I'm
Mm.
I'm teaching him the skill, but
Right.
yeah, he's not good with.
Yeah.
He's like twiddling with his pencil as I'm reading, and I'll ask a question about what we read, and he's like, "What?" I'm like,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah.
That's yeah. Well, auditory. If he follows along with you, is he any better? Like, is he more visual process? Like
When there's
visual?
so if I take I can explain this. When there's text and then paper, I cover up like you can read two sentences and then two
Mhm.
sentences because when he sees the whole page, he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
The way
Yeah.
my husband had to read was with the red transparency
Uh-huh.
on the font because otherwise the words did this. And I'm
Oh,
waiting to
he
see
had,
if my
yeah.
oldest is a lot like my husband, so I'm waiting to see if that comes out.
Yeah.
That dyslexia in the
Mhm.
text.
And the tracking. It can be a
Can't think of the word.
it can
Yeah.
be a tracking issue too, where the eyes just don't track, they jump. And
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
yeah, I get that. That's why, like, when I'm talking to you guys, my eyes are all over the place. That's part of the ADHD and being on the spectrum. I can't, like, stare at you and talk for too long because it's just overwhelming. I don't know why, but it's just the sensory part. I
My
bet
yeah.
Serena understands because she's
Yeah.
on the spectrum. And that's the same thing, meeting people at parties. Like, I can look at them, give them eye contact, and then totally forget their name every single time. And every time. I'd be like, I'm sorry, what
I
was your
have
name
to be
again?
weird about it. Like at forest school, I'm like, okay, so I just call out a name and I think it's her name, even though we
Right.
just got done talking 2 minutes ago about her name. And I'm like, I'm just checking, just making sure it's sticking that that's your name.
I think that's a great idea. Whoa, what was
We're
that?
changing something here.
What was
Was that you,
that?
Barry?
One time she got my
So
name.
Restream glitched on me twice now during this session then. I first had a black screen and it came back, and this time it did this. Everything like
Yeah, that was freaky.
tiles stacked. So I think
Did
my
you see the
second
video I
born.
just played or no?
No, we just
Oh, is that
I'm
what
saw
you
sorry.
were doing? You were
we
sharing a video?
we just saw it go to a different setup for a second, and no.
Is this
Show us
more
the.
a more
Okay.
pleasing avatar that it
No,
doesn't freak you out?
no.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
oh,
like
deal
this
with
one
it.
better, Randall.
We'll deal with it. That's all I'm
Try
telling
again.
you.
he's just so happy to be here now. I don't know. I kind of like your little.
I don't like it. I'm gonna get a different one. I don't like it.
Ooh. See, that's
She's
all I
Oh,
had to say was I like it, and he's gonna get rid of it, Johnny. So you gotta say the opposite.
you should have said you didn't like it. I
Yeah,
could
you
have
gotta
said it.
say that you love it. It's like awesome. I love it. It's so cute. And then it'll be
her
gone.
dog buried her hearing aid?
That's messed up, Serena. I'm glad it didn't chew your hearing aid.
Oh.
That's
Maybe
Is
he
there
traumatic.
needed more
insurance on
than you
hearing
did.
aids?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because I don't have insurance on my glasses.
Right.
Oh, my.
It's
What?
instead of a puppy pile, it's a kitty pile. Aw, one's left
God,
out.
Barry, I didn't know you had that many cats. Oh my.
And they all
Kerfuffle?
they all want to be like, right, yeah, kitty kerfuffle. I like that. They'll want to be right in front of his laptop too, and on it. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Well, he was saying, like, can I just have some space? He's having the same,
Yeah,
like, can I have a
earlier.
quiet, dark room, please?
Right?
Yeah.
Right. You need to get a basket maybe and put it right there next to your laptop that they can all crawl in,
Oh, I
or a
love that
box.
idea. The kitty bed,
Yeah, the kitty
Mm.
makeshift
bed.
kitty bed, because then they have
Yeah.
a
But
designated lay spot.
it wouldn't work. No.
No,
Oh,
they don't.
okay.
They don't do that.
You're the cat master. We know nothing.
No,
That's
I'm
right.
not the cat master. I'm just telling you it won't work for these.
Okay.
Mm.
They have no boundaries. They know no boundaries.
Maybe put it in your lap. Just hold a
So much
basket in your lap.
love.
One of
Just
those.
sit on stream
Is
with
that
it.
what that is? Is that what that is? Because
It's like a
Barry
soft.
has
I'm not
cat
feeling it.
issues.
But like I have them. They're like those cloth rope baskets, so they're flexible, and you could just it would yeah they could be right there like your little man pouch, like you're a man
Wait a minute.
kangaroo with a
Oh my
pouch.
This
lord,
one. Give me
I knew
kisses.
he would love that.
Give me kisses.
man pouch.
See? Look
That's
at
all
that.
he needs. A man pouch. That's what he needs. Oh, God.
You know what I mean. Keep the
Oh,
babies in there. Oh wow. The dog would take your money too. That's horrible.
all my cats are scattered through the house. Well, I don't have it to worry about it.
All you have is what cats in the house? What was that?
I speak in Spanish.
Yes, I thought you were. I think so. No
That
habla
makes me think of
español.
a story. My husband was watching anime and it was dubbed.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what it's called when you have to read the subtitles in
Mhm.
English, but they're talking in Japanese. And my son was like, "Why are they talking in Spanish?" Because like that's all he knows is it's either English or Spanish. So he got to hear about Japanese today
That's cool.
in anime. Yeah.
Yeah, I think dubbed is when they actually put the English over
Oh,
it.
okay, so
It's the
subbed.
audio. Yeah.
Subbed is reading. Because
Yeah.
I used to wait for Attack on. Is it called Attack on Titan? I used to watch the anime, but I waited for them to be talking in English,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah, they'll
subbed.
say something like, "Hello, my name is Tom," and it's like,
Yeah.
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 and you're like, only took 2 seconds to say, "Hello, my name is Tom,"
Yeah.
but in like
The
Chinese and
other
Japanese,
language.
it's like
Chinese
Yeah.
or yeah.
20 minutes. You're going. He just said his name was Tom.
That
Why is
was
it
it.
taking
I know.
10 seconds to say that?
Because it's probably not Tom. They just
Yeah. Who
anglicized
knows
it.
what it actually. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Stupid
Exactly.
Americans are going to watch this and believe it.
Yeah. I watch that sometimes watch we have that an Asian channel. And I love the like period dress where they're all dressed in like period clothes, like from way long ago. And yeah, I think it's cool.
Time period we're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a time period clothes. Yeah, not period
I was like,
clothes.
wait a minute. Why are they in?
Sound-
That's where I went right away. Oops.
Pause.
Oh, Mike's here.
Oh,
Sub is subtitles. Dub
GMO,
is voiceover.
GMO,
Thank you, Mike.
oh, okay, good. Yay.
TMI,
I knew
TMI,
I got it right. Yay.
TMI.
And so did Shawnee. Because I didn't know about
No,
sub with
kimonos are
subtitles.
very, very,
Yeah, them
very
in
nice. Especially,
kimonos. I think it's pretty. And they have also like the different country dresses like the girls would wear and stuff in different Asian countries, but also the men when they're in that like you just said, Barry. What's it called again? Kimono. When they're in like almost a kimono style or a tunic style, and then they have the real long Asian hair and they're sword fighters, so everything like flows. Like you see just all this material and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's so visually
And
pretty.
they're
Yeah.
not wearing underwear.
Underwear.
They're not
What?
wearing
I
underwear
think that's what he said.
I never
either.
noticed. I never
What's
noticed
wrong?
that.
What's wrong with your headphones? Can you hear me?
I
I
hate
never
them.
noticed
They're
that.
uncomfortable, Randall.
Yeah, mine
What's
are.
that?
What?
You need some
What?
head.
What'd you say just then? I caught part of that.
This is what my company provided, and I just haven't bought.
Oh, changing the subject.
Didn't realize I was gonna be live streaming all the time, so
Mm,
I have
wow.
to probably invest in something.
I need to
look
get.
what we did. We got her live streaming.
I know.
I might be addicted to it, so
You
yeah.
are in the.
You're
You
really
need to get
good. I
hooked.
mean, really good wealth of information, and
Mm-hmm.
you present it really well.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I do watch your videos, by the way.
I know. Yeah.
I just.
Well,
I.
I know because you leave a
Honey,
comment. Otherwise, I have no clue.
honey.
Right.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, people.
Since
Yeah.
we since we
per video.
Shawnee, I was probably about the fourth or fifth person to subscribe to you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're an OG.
So
Yeah. I
top
fi-
that, Barry.
I finally just found out, found where people, where I can see people who are sub to me.
I can't see everybody said to me. I can see
No,
some.
not everybody, but you can see some of them in your YouTube video.
Holy,
Oh, did you sit on it?
Cat.
Oh my goodness. What happened? Poor baby.
I just
What was that? What a screechy
Their
little.
their mama has like a raspy meow, and I think they all inherited because some of them sound like they have a kind of smoker's cough, smoker's voice,
Oh,
like Marge Simpson's sisters.
mm,
yeah, for sure.
gotcha.
But that sounded like she was
they
Sorry,
probably have
upset.
allergies too.
Yeah, might be allergies
Are you
too.
Bob's
sharpening something again, Randall?
That or he's
he's going to kill us all.
picking his ears.
Oh
I
my
don't think he's
god!
hand
I'm
exercising.
gonna mute my mic so I can sharpen my knife.
He's got
I'm trying to make conversation. I'm not complaining.
got those hand exercisers. I need
Squinty eye
some
face.
too.
Oh,
I need some too.
Normally
Yeah,
he's got his hand squeezer.
that was
oh
unfortunate.
my god! Why is everybody picking on me? What have I done? I'm
I'm
just
Whoops.
never
Maybe
mind
do
my
it like
own
this.
business.
I
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
was
Maybe just one off to the side. I don't
Let me just
know. How do you
let
do
me
it?
just do
But you
this,
know the
and
one.
that way you can see what I'm doing.
You know
know.
what I'm talking.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
Daddy.
That's
that
worse.
was
Now
that was
now
totally
you
my fault.
it.
Well,
Yeah, I just took that out of context because I'm a guy
You can't.
and
Yeah, but you can't do it. It's like I just tried to do it with one hand. That doesn't look right either. Like maybe up.
See, you
No.
see. Oh,
I'm
But
not partial
but
to
you know what
either
I'm
one.
talking about? Those old hand exercisers where they had like the
Yeah,
circle
he's
up
got one.
here. Yeah. Okay.
no,
So
it's not a hand exercise. It's a clamp.
oh, you have a clamp. Oh, I have those. I have some of them too.
I just play with it.
Probably works just
Never
the
mind.
same, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It probably does. And then they have those ones for like guitar players that it's
Mhm.
like every finger. I need some of those to keep my.
it's 11:06 here, and I was gonna jump down at 10. So
Okay,
now I'm
honey.
jumping down, and I'll be in the chat
Yeah.
because
I'm gonna.
otherwise,
I
I
need
just stay
to.
forever. Okay, so
Me too.
peace,
It's
and I'll be in
12.
there.
I'll get done
Oh,
with you
well,
because
we'll
it's
just
12
keep you
o'clock
forever
here.
then.
Oh wait,
In
how
The
do you
what
ladies are
say
chat?
going in. The ladies are going to the side chat. We'll see you gentlemen.
Bye then.
entertain
Bye.
us?
Yes.
Entertain us.
Yes.
No chance in that.
You
Do a little dance.
oh okay, she got it.
Oh my God! Now they're
Oh
gone.
wow. Begone, peasants. Mm.
Hmm.
I should just dedicate a live stream to cats. Just
I can't stand that. Boy, they get up here. They tried it a couple times, and I no, because I don't. What happened the last time, but I had my keyboard up here, and they screwed my computer up. Got on the keyboard and they screwed the. Now, if it was turned off, it wouldn't matter. But
oh, I'm not hurting you. Stop. You think I was stretching your tail or something? Oh God, cat.
I'll be quiet, Shawnee, because you had your chance to stay up here. Now you can talk about spam. Well, we will talk about spam. I don't even know what to talk about now. I'm just.
I have this much room to use my mouse in, so I better hope that I don't have to do any major movements with the mouse.
Now I'm bored.
Darpaw's laying like this. He's got a kitten laying like this with her head cocked off to the side like it's broken. Mm.
You could have said that up on the live, Shawnee. I don't know. What?
See all those boxes back there? Right there. Put them all together today. And then off camera by the other side of the fridge,
Mhm.
there's a whole bunch of repackaged boxes. Welcome back, Duncan. Because kids aren't very good at packing. They don't know how to pack boxes. I think they must have been in a hurry and they just chucked things in these boxes that had no lids. And you have to understand why I have to box things up and tape them up because somebody can't keep her Dora can't keep her eyes and hands and stuff off of people's things.
Well, I told you to get you one of the big rat traps and stick it in a box and rig a box up for she. She sticks her hand down that box, she'll come
I
out with
rig up I rig up some fart spray and glitter and glue. And then
no.
she goes sticks her hand in a box she shouldn't have her hand in. It goes. Psst.
Well, I would tell her, I said, well, you shouldn't have had your hand down in that box, peeling around. And you wouldn't have got into my collection of rat traps I had in that box. Collection. I was collecting them.
I'd say, well, it's off. It worked. I caught a rat. She was, what do you mean by that? I said, well, you, Dora. I caught you. You're a rat. A dirty rat. uh, yeah, Carol's a busy mama.
No,
Taxi. Mom's taxi and
Whoop.
she's got a lot of stuff going on.
yeah. Well, I could.
I'm not ignoring you, Serena. It's just that YouTube has to think about smoking on camera. No one's ignoring you, Serena. Yeah, let me just put the cigarette out. Yeah, there's no telling what was going on in the corner of the woods there, but they couldn't have gotten much.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me in the
Yeah.
least. And you know, no, I was talking about Serena there. We can't smoke. Well, I don't smoke, but Barry can't smoke on. Well, they have a thing about it anyway. And a lot of times I'm off camera because I like shutting it off every once in a while. I don't want everybody to see my ugly face all the time.
She has to read lips to hear, so.
Yeah, I know that.
And I wish that these platforms offered some kind of like voice
Caption,
to speech or
caption,
some speech to text. Yeah.
yeah, caption thing.
I got my propane heater on over here on low.
And two, I ain't used to having people like that on there, and I'm not used to. If I do it, it's not by on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, getting back on them woods deal. Let me get back on the camera. They ain't no telling what it was or who it was. To be quite honest with you, it could have been him. Why would they want to be getting that fence up? I have no idea.
Well, part of that,
Probably trying to get scrap.
yeah, that's what I was figuring. Part of that fence is grown into, or the tree is grown into it, so they're not going to get that down unless they clip it off. And I don't recall there being a doghouse there because I think they took all that stuff with them. So, but they were the thing of it is they weren't very quiet.
No, I don't. I don't get embarrassed by my looks. I said people don't want to see my ugly face all the time. Carl.
Yeah, well,
Oh well, there can't be that much. There couldn't be that much a war there to start with.
no, there
I don't
wasn't.
see, but that tells you right there he's not working. Or if he is, he's not got
If
paid.
that was him, it could have been,
Yeah,
could have been Bubbles, or it could have been that other bunch that's living rent free. It's hard to
could
say.
do it. Well, like I told you the other day, I said if I owned that right there, I know the first thing I'd do, I'd eliminate that problem.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to contend with it for about a week. Then after that, it'd be all over with. By the time they got hold of that, I had to. By the time they grabbed hold of that big electric fence, they wouldn't want no part of it. They'd be glued to it until you turned it off.
Yeah.
I seen I used to have it was like a German Shepherd type dog. It wasn't a full blooded German Shepherd. It's kind of a Shepherd Collie mix.
Hmm.
And Dad had no, my sister had Davy had a place down there behind the other place, fenced off where kept their ducks and stuff, whatever. That dog of mine got in that thing, and I never heard such screaming in all my life. Looked down there, and sparks was flying off that dog, and he got into that. Somehow there was two strands of it so far. I was probably about 6 or 8 inches apart. He got into that, and man, the sparks was flying. That dog was yelling and had to go shut it off. He didn't get around that fence no more.
No, I'd say not.
No.
So I filmed this earlier today, just trying to see if I could figure out what was going on at 4 a.m. in the morning. It's a little shaky, but
Well, he had some fence there he could have got, but he didn't get it. Or they, or whoever. Barry, it could have been even a bear.
yeah.
It could not even been anybody. Because they are there.
They were definitely making a lot of noise, and I could follow in what direction they were going in. Just So the rest of it is all grown into the tree. Those
Mhm.
trees are.
It could have been, well, it actually could have even been a bear, or it could have been a deer got tangled up in that bar. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because if it was anybody, if it was somebody doing that, they would have got it. You know, I would have thought anyway. But I've been wrong before.
I mean, it should bother me. It's not. It's not like it's Donnie's land right there anyway. It's
Yeah,
someone
well,
else's. It's been up in. They've been up in arms over who's going to get that land. It's a whole, greedy
I
family
know
members.
the deal behind that, and it's basically a no man's land. Basically, they don't want it, and they don't want to sell it, and they can't sell it. That's what the deal is. And some of the family members don't want to sell it, from what I heard, or something like to that effect. But there is taxes due on it, so I do know that. But I wouldn't have it if you give it to me because it's too close to Delaney's. That
Yeah,
deal with that. I'd
yeah.
have
I
to deal
would.
with that,
No,
and it would
I'd
cause
be
me to
like, clean that mess up, dude. I want to put a house here, but your house would lower the value of mine.
I mean, pay attention, Shawnee.
I don't know what she wants to talk about. I didn't really have any subject except this whole stream or snafu. Yeah, somebody was messing around in the woods. It's not our woods. It's not the landlord's either. It's just
Well,
like
I,
Randall said. There's a big stink over that land, and
I wouldn't. I'd want to lay it off on a bear or deer got tangled up in it, and it's probably what it sounded like too. And it could have been what it was, a bear or a deer. Well, I'm gonna go with deer.
yeah, I don't know if anything's missing or not, Shawnee, because I really didn't pay a whole lot of attention to that mess over there. Uh, a previous rancher from a couple years ago had dogs over there. So technically, their dogs were squatting on someone else's property. It was not the landlord's, and so I don't know what was left behind. I just know that there was some fence.
So
It is. It is actually uneasy, but so I'll have a camera in on the back, you know, where I could turn it towards the driveway. But there's not a whole lot I can do about it if it's on someone else's land. There's not much I can do about it. You know, really wouldn't do any good to call the law because they're not bothering my stuff. They're, you know, the,
well, I could have looked around there and told you whether it was an animal or not. I looking for tracks, but it don't matter. So when we gonna start doing any kind of radio topics or anything? Where you planned on it sometime soon?
yeah. It's just the only radio I have up here right now is this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless I don't use any radios as an example and just we
Yeah,
don't
well,
cover it.
I know it's a little bit over some people's head, but it's good to talk about it every once in a while, refresh yourself. And some people out there don't know what's going, much about it. They can learn a little something, you know. Not that I know a whole lot, but more than I do. But I know how to key the mic up, and that's about it. And sometimes I can't do that very well. I'm gonna. I can't wait to get back on the shortwave and start listening. I listened to it the other night, and that's kind of like a wintertime thing for me. When there ain't nothing going on, outside, you can get outside or whatever. But I'm thinking about just unhooking that CB and everything. I'm wanting to move everything anyway around, so I may just unhook it and everything. I hate having them and not using them, but you know I may I may move everything around and hook it back up with at some point get me a better antenna, where I can reach out there a little bit. But I ain't really worried about that too much.
Brenda says all I know about CBs is I get in trouble on them. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I don't use them that much anymore. I don't even. I listen to them off and on, but it's so much noise and stuff on there anymore. And you got idiots that don't know how to talk on it, and it ain't like it used to be.
mm-mm.
But I just talk on these little radios here and stuff like that, and shortwave, and that's about it. I don't get into the meat and
I,
potatoes on it.
I think we could probably collaborate and get something going, maybe for a next live or a video or something to
Well,
that effect.
we need to try this one antenna out, see what the range difference is on it. This one big one on this one right here, that long antenna.
Yeah.
Try that sometime. And I'd like to get me some of them measuring tape antennas too, uh, or get one and see how they do or something. I got my little antenna I use sometimes. Well, only time I'll probably use this anymore is probably when I'm out and about, out away from the house, because it's kind of a little bit awkward. It just feels a little bit awkward.
It's top heavy.
The antenna is bigger than taller than the radio.
Yeah.
It's like it's like, oh, I can't hold it up. But
Mm. Well, I don't know what the we've been talking just fine for a week, and then all of a sudden conditions just went weird, and there's times I had a hard time understanding you, like you were way off in
yeah,
town.
I've been every time I talk to you, it's always been in the same spot, in the house or something out, out in the yard. But
And I'm not always like outside when I answer. Usually I'm in here doing something. Um, I have to get over here by the window sometimes and talk on it. But then there's other times I can go all through the house and talk on it. You still hear me. I don't know. It's something atmospheric that
we've had a couple of solar flares, and in the last couple of days. That's been done a whole lot of damage to the radio signals and stuff. I noticed day before yesterday that 911 was having problems. They were getting they were real chattery when they were keyed up talking. Real chattery, like breaking up kind of. Yeah. They may be getting hacked again.
Yeah. Why is that, Brenda? I never have a CB antenna on a car.
I got one on my other car. It's not a good one. I just stuck it up there. Yeah, I got one in the other car. I ain't putting one in this one. But I don't know. Things just ain't like it used to be by no means.
Yeah, I don't like all my stuff being packed up. I don't have it all hooked up and able to hear anything.
Well, the reason why I like keeping I ain't got my scanner as loud as I usually have it, but I just like catching the EMS and stuff. Like they were pretty busy yesterday. Different things going on. Yeah, I seen them. I seen it there, Serena. I got distracted. Oh, this stupid chat.
Yeah, I don't want to go as long as we usually do, so I may call it here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Now I haven't done. I may one day this week maybe do a live. I don't know. I ain't made my mind up yet. I don't know. I got some things to do.
Yeah, I got so much repacking and I'm stacking it all in the kitchen, so it's right there by the back door. So I'm not having to go through the whole house to get the boxes and then carry them in through the whole house out the back door. I can just grab them from the kitchen and go put them in the truck. So that's what
Yeah.
I've been doing. So I haven't really had enough time to really work on any editing for videos.
I got, like I said, I got three or four videos on my computer I need to get out so I can clean my computer up and get all that trash out of there.
Yeah.
Because I don't save none of mine. As soon as I get it out, I delete it. But no, I can't, Shawnee. I don't know what I can't schedule anything. Has to be a whim.
Sorry to hear that, Serena.
Well, if you can get most of it, pretty good chunk of it in one lick there, probably couldn't you? On the truck.
Maybe 2 trips. because he does have a toolbox on that truck. So
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm going to do all the boxes first, and then just those two bookshelves. Seems like there's one more thing. It's huge. Oh, that's it. I'm not. Oh, this table. Duh. The table I'm using. So the two
Yeah.
bookshelves and this table are the biggest things I'm moving. And the beds are all collapsed. You know, they're all just parts. So that's not a big deal. Hmm.
I don't know. Well, you'll look back at it as a point in time where you was hectic, and but after you get moved in, you'll and get settled in, you'll be all right. That's just the way it goes, you know. It's that sort of thing. But I don't know, Barry. Yeah, I can. See, I'll get back. Be about 2 o'clock, something after two, and I'll come up that way and my mower. I gotta get some gas anyway, and if somebody don't want to pay me for mowing their yard, they haven't paid me. I could use that got the gas with to save my other money, you know.
I said it would.
And guess what? I'm gonna mow my yard right next to them. I'm not touching it no more.
Oh, you're talking about them. Okay. I was
Hmm.
going to say, because I've offered
You
several
know, no,
times.
they when they tell you that, you wait. I ain't gonna done them. I'm not gonna done them because if you done them, I when somebody tells me something like that, I hold them to it respectful to be respectful. I'm not gonna done them. They should have the integrity to tell me one way or another. Something come up or whatever, and that would be fine. But and it may have, but I'll be up there and I'll mow a little strip and so you can, or you if that's where you want it, I'll mow that little strip and you can just if you don't want to put them there, fine. You get down and look at it and be done with it. I got I'll probably do that before I sharpen my blades. I'm gonna sharpen them one more time because I've got one more mowing on everything, and I'll be done for the season pretty much. I think, unless it just comes a good rain for about a week, and then I might have one more. But as the way things are right now, it's just gonna be one more mowing.
Uh, let me just put that back in the ashtray real quick.
It will. It'll work out.
As far as I could tell, there are no drafts in that house. Because I've been down there when it was windy and I didn't feel any drafts in any of the rooms. So I do believe it's warmer. I can already tell there's a big difference between my place and that one down there. Yeah, definitely warmer.
No, Shawnee. Answering Shawnee's question. No, I ain't tinkered with it yet. Well, I've looked at it, but I've got to adjust the mirrors on it and stuff. And I got to get a battery for my rangefinder on it. And I then went through my adapter on my cell phone adapter for it, and I got it, looked at it, and it's going to be easy to do. So probably pretty soon I'm going to be taking some celestial uh, videos, shorts. I wish I had my 50 subscribers. That way I could have done a live with my cell phone on the telescope. But I don't, so I'm going to either have to do a bunch of shorts. But I'm going to do it pretty quick. It's a minor adjustments on the telescope. I got to adjust the mirrors. I got to align the mirrors inside, which is an easy job. It's just a couple of screws you got to turn and stuff. And get a battery for that that spotting scope on top of it. And then I'll be goody. I'm going to do the moon. Then I'm going to focus on some planetary bodies. Maybe I might concentrate on Pluto or maybe Uranus. That was a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to tell it.
Just when you explore Uranus, make sure you have
Oh,
oh boy.
I could do that, Carl, but I thought about that a couple of times, but that would be cheating. I guess I don't know. Would it be cheating or not? Open extra channels. I don't know if it would be, I guess it's how you look at it, I guess. I'm not stealing nothing, so.
Now I made another channel. I'm going to I'm going to make copies of all my drone videos, and I'm going to keep the drone videos here, but I'm going to put copies of them on that other channel.
Mm-hmm. I got 2 other channels too, but they've already subbed to this one, so I guess I could,
Carol
doing that.
Carol, Kentucky Goblin has 43 subscribers currently.
I mean, it ain't no big deal. I mean, I can get them. I don't need 7 more. I can just open up 7 channels.
There you go.
It ain't no big deal, And really, if I'm out and about, I can do a live or whatever. This and that. I have to get some.
I just think that if you're allowed to do a live on a computer, that it should match. You should be able to do it from a phone. There shouldn't be that second caveat in there.
You would think so, yeah. You would think so. I mean, I don't understand that. And and it's something funny too. I could swear them down it said 40 the first time I looked at it. Then later on, a couple of weeks after that, I looked at it again. It was 50. And I said, "Oh my God, do they not want me to?"
God, I guess not.
I need
there you go.
I need 6 more fake channels. No, you don't have to do that just because of that. It ain't no biggie. Appreciate it though. But I don't know. I'm getting hot. This pullover shirt is killing me.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting burning up. I can't find my favorite one. I think I threw it in the washer. I had it hung up and I threw it back in the washer for some reason. Oh, that's a good copy. Oh, it just gets me so bad when I hear that.
No.
That
I
just
heard one say good copy 10-4, and I'm like, you just said the same thing twice.
yeah, I don't know. There's something about that phrase just goes right up my back. I just, I don't understand it. It's just like weird. Shawnee, you ought to do a video of making melted cheese potatoes. That'd be awesome. Ugh. Well, it seems like this platform is doing okay. The
Yeah,
two times, the two times that you've used it so far.
it seems pretty stable.
Let me be back. I gotta get one more cup of coffee. And I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh. So now let me go back to it. See what it. You all scroll down. Now you only need 2 more subscribers.
What happened? What happened?
I said you only need 2 more subscribers.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good. Surely I could squeeze 2 more fake channels out. YouTube's gonna look at their algorithms on the analytics and go, "What in the crap?" You did all them at one time. Ain't like everybody does that anyway. Everybody does
Why,
that.
they do.
Well, yeah.
Well, we've been going for 3 hours, 2 minutes. I am going to call it good.
Appreciate everybody doing that.
Yeah, definitely. And appreciate Shawnee and Carol for coming up, Randall for coming up, and but listening to us old farts ramble on.
Yeah. I don't know if you learned anything or not.
Nah, I didn't. I never do.
I doubt it. I never learned anything. Never do. What doing here? Let's see.
But yeah, my channel Paper Airplane is just going to be for my drone stuff, and I'll keep copies of the drone videos here on Storms, Radios, and Cats, since that's where I started originally posting those videos. And Paper Airplane is just going to be.
I like that, Serena. I didn't know
that. Yeah, Randall.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That way you get everything centralized in one area too.
Yeah.
I got my paranormal channel and my church channel, but I ain't got nothing on the church channel no more. I deleted all that, but I still got the channel up. And my paranormal channel's got all kinds of stuff on it. But
yeah, we learned how to make an a room freshening.
Yeah, we learned that much anyway, how to freshen our room.
Yeah, Paper Airplane. The DJI drones, you could rename them. And so instead of it coming out of the factory saying DJI Mini 2 SE, I changed it to paper airplane.
Yeah.
So I decided why not just name the channel after the drone.
Mm-hmm. Paper airplane.
Yeah.
Good idea. I'm gonna take mine out and I gotta take it out for the test run and so I can get used to it and everything.
I'd like to fly mine from over there.
And then I'm gonna take it to the cemetery and I'm going to do some over the top, right above the stones, just a little bit. Just kind of go fly around it and take a video of it, see what that looked like.
Yeah.
I think would look pretty good. Just fly in between them, smack one of them. This is what you don't do.
Yeah.
Like some of them channels I've seen. This is what you don't do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all my other channels are set to it.
Ken Heron, his drone channel at the end, he's got he promotes this the drone pilot 101, I think is what it is, that helps you study for the test. He has a little ad on there towards the end of the video, and what you don't see is somebody standing off camera, and he goes, "Does your drone footage look like this?" And the person chucks the drone right at this wall. It goes. Psh, he goes, "Does your drone footage look like this?" Bam, and you see the drone hit the ground real quick, and you said, "Subscribe to Drone Pilot 101." Blah 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 blah.
Well, that would make me not do
Funny.
it.
Yeah,
That would make me not do it.
he's got like a high school kid kind of humor to him, even though he's
Yeah.
like probably our age.
He must have more money than he got brain because he smacked.
He does now. Yeah, he does now.
Wow. Smacking a drone.
Yeah, it was it was just $20-$30 drone, but
Yeah, one cheaper. Yeah.
just somebody off camera is chucking it at that wall.
I've been better off than done that with the other one I had. Actually, I'd been a lot better off. At
The
least
one
I
in
know.
the tree.
Yeah, and also the one that was run over by the lawnmower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At least I know where it was at. Oh, it's up against that building. I smacked it up against her. But I don't know.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming in, and
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
hope you all have a great week. And we'll catch you on the YouTube streets somewhere.